think we are live. Yes, we're live. Okay, we're still doing a bit of. I'm still doing a bit of setup. They have already got going. I am going to leave this right here for a second as I enter in their lists. Now that they've locked in red and blue. This is Ryan and Brian playing each other. Weebaer being Brian. Rebel on Rebel. I feel like I've streamed every single game of Ryan's here. It's been fun to watch. Okay. I think I've got red list, blue list sorted. Let's see if I can test it here for you guys. Oh yeah, it's just gonna do a new line for every unit. I forgot. That's fine. And red list. Okay, while that's going, I think I am all set up now. Board's all correct. Let's see if we find out what. Oh, I gotta share the link for people real quick. And then we'll really be going. Okay, okay. Done taking care of things now. Shots are being fired. What do we got? 2 black and a red. ATRT laser cannon from Rayan, who's our blue player. Blanked and wounded something. Must have been the bus. Yeah, there's the bus wound. Cool. So, let's go over these lists for a second. We have 11 acts from Rayan. Um, he has had to modify a little bit since the changes. His ATRTs he was taking went up, and his sleeper cell went up. So I believe he's down an act. Don't quote me on that. But he's opted to run 3 sleeper cell and only 1 ATRT. Commander Luke and Ashoka, same as he's been. It's got force push on both. Improvised orders into the fray. Prepared supplies for Luke. While Ahsoka has push reflexes into the fray and seize. We have Cassian with some stuff, trying out the strike team leader. It's going to be attached to one of the sleepers. That's his only option. So just a nice little free token for them. A little retinue. Then we have the shotgun rebels. 3 of them with impact grenades, 1 of them without. Triple sleeper, and then the lone ATRT laser cannon. Brian Weebaer over here is not playing a Force user, but he's got Lando and Han Solo, both of them which have Underworld, or rather Allies of Convenience, almost undoubtedly so that he could play Reckless Diversion onto his Ewoks. Only reason I can imagine Han needs it. Then we have 3 Naked Rebels, 3 very large fleet squads, shotgun and the extra guys. I think that clocks in around 100 points. And then 2 Naked Sleeper cells because they're expensive now. A big Ewok Slinger squad, undoubtedly the target for Reckless Diversion, and 2 Naked Speeder trucks. Now they can't be. Oh yeah, they've definitely been issued orders. They're transporting the 2 sleepers. Um, so he's got those 2 that are pushing up, and then there's a nice Alpha Strike. But the buses literally do nothing else. They're transporting, and they're gonna try and sit on points. They have no actions to take but movement. So they're gonna try and survive and be annoying. If they block enough space for these 60 dice of fleet troopers to come in, then I mean he's definitely going to get his money's worth out of it. It will be fun to see how this all goes down. Rayan has 2 force pushes to push around those big squads, so he has some defense against it, and he has 3 sleepers of his own that can mow down some fleets. They're only 10 health. So let's see what will happen. We do have, I see standing orders played from Rayan. I don't see what card from Brian. I imagine it was also standing orders. But that's largely a guess. Our primary objective is close the pocket. You get the little disarray-ish deployments. You have the 2, and it's old intercept setup. So you have the 2 outside ones are 1 point every round. The middle one is 2. So very important to control the middle, which looks like Brian is heading at on from both deployment zones, and as is Rayan. Even got Commander Luke within 10-12 inches of the middle objective already. The secondary that they chose was Surface Scan, which I don't have all these memorized, so bear with me. This is where they just have to be outside of their deployment zone. Kind of easy to do, kind of hard to stop. I think that's all there is to it. You have to have both units outside of your deployment zone and you score 1 VP. Oh, the fun part to it is if you contest an enemy's dropped scanner with your scanner. Because then you get 2 extra VP. It's the only really swinginess from that one. We have Ryan's advantage ended up with cunning deployment, so he gets 3 dodges out there. Unsure where they are. Oh, they're right here on the sleepers, so they're going to be loaded with dodges. While Brian got advanced intel to pad his 13 activations to effectively 14. And then with passes, it comes to 14 to 12 kind of thing. Because Ryan will have 1 pass and Brian has 1 pass. Yeah. Let's see how that goes. Hey chat, thanks for popping in. Good to see you guys. What do we have? Sleeper cell already coming out for blue. And they're going to get a shot on the bus. Try and shred through that bus. It is only armor 3? 5. It's armor 5. Could still push 4 or 5 wounds with a sleeper cell. They get those 12 hits pretty regularly. It is curious to me why Brian's bus came out so early. And he has improvised orders. And it is unspent. I'm willing to bet he didn't have an order on the bus. Was he just okay plugging that hole? Drew it early and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this shakes out. It is pretty hard to not take the shot onto the bus. He's really debating his approach, though. Those tactical aims, because Scout gives tactical, because why not? Or Scout procs tactical, I should say. Looks like he will not be getting any dodges, though, from the astromech, because he's not moving out near the POI. Trying to maintain some cover, trying to get everyone to see. He's forward cohering quite a bit, though. Let's see. Let's see this shot. 12 dice, 2 aims. That is a great start. Did not convert all of them, but did get 11. -5 from armor. No natural impact. Will be 6 saves. All of which will blank, putting this bus on 1 health. That is a lot. That is a stiff breeze away from dying. Any crit fishing will do. Certainly not what Brian wanted, but I'm sure he knew it was a possibility. So he does not have Astromech to repair. So we will see what he does. And he drew the other bus and is doing things with it. Let's see. Can't quite turn that sharply without ending off the table. Surprised he still doesn't improvised orders. I would almost think he'd want to plug that same hole once that bus dies, now that it's so close. Yeah, I don't think that bus is going to be able to turn right there with those units there. There's just straight up not enough space. He could back up, maybe around here, turn a little wider, and end before them. But you can't turn too wide because you're limited by that short distance, you know? It does have reposition. Alright, so uh, I can't envision what would get him to that spot, but because he'd be like stopped landing on top of them and then pivot, you know. But you can't. Each part of the move has to be legal. Not like you could pass through stuff, but you can't like stop before pivot or after pivot on top of units. Chat, feel free to let me know if the music's too loud or anything. Sound levels is always a tricky one to nail down. Brian's got to eject these sleepers from the second bus. You know, and if he trades bus and then, you know, if his bus dies and then his sleeper cell gets to take out their sleeper cell, that's probably a net win. That was very careful cohesion. I'm curious why. Maybe just prepping for that bus to die. I wonder if and how much either player is going to commit to this other side. We've already seen one key piece over here, Luke. Brian's um, kind of got 5 key pieces, I'd say. The 2 sleepers, not key pieces, but threats, big threats. Uh, Being the 2 sleeper cell and the 3 fleets, where Rayan has 2 softer threats, I'd say, Luke and Ashoka, and then the 3 big threats of the sleeper cells. And these Rebel Troopers are no joke either. I mean, they're 8 dice each. Impact grenades if they need it. They won't reach impact grenade range round 1 here, but you know. we've got another one of Ryan's sleeper cells. Now it could definitely finish that bus. I don't know that you do though, because then you're, no matter where he goes, he's kind of blocked himself off in this area. And if he comes around here to shoot, yeah, he's just not doing it. If he did, he would be way too open to receiving any fire from Brian and just melting. Back to Brian. Did he pull his first fleet? The big fleets with Lando guidance is such a fun combo. And with Lando one step ahead. Little harder to pull off, but when it does, it's nice. Guidancing a standby is gonna get removed. I can feel it. They took away every other way to give extra attacks, with relentless charge, steady, not triggering outside of your activation, and sharing Yoda standbys and force pushing into attacks. That I can't imagine they let this guidance Lando standby stuff continue. I'm willing to bet they don't see it a lot though. So right now it's under the radar. It's good though. It is good. These fleets just double moving and waiting. Um, he doesn't have official order control on Lando, but he does have improv and 2 commanders. Oh, let's see who even has the objective tokens. It is Lando, so Lando has to be outside deployment zone. And one of the buses, unclear which bus, bus 3. Can I find out which one is 3? Is the tip note not going to tell me? No, it's a mystery. The pink one? No, those colors don't match. Ah, I'm dying. Um, one of the buses. Hopefully not the one that's almost dead. It'll just have to survive. Which, if Brian eliminates the 3 sleepers, then there's not really any big pools that can melt the buses. No, that's not true. Every single thing that Ryan has is pretty good at killing buses. The um, all 4 rebels have impact 1 and 8 dice, and 3 of those also have another impact 4 at range 1, mind you, but it could still slap. Hey, Tom Vandervelden, thanks for joining chat. Yeah, it is. It can be. It's about to be pretty exciting. We'll see. We'll see. We do have 1 unit down from each side contesting the softer side here. Brian, what did Brian put out here? Just 2 naked rebels that are gearing to attack either of these really, and responded to with also a Ryan's basic rebel. Is impact or not? This is the non-impact, the only non-impact one. So as soft a commitment as possible there from both. One day I'll get real lights for the streaming so I don't look all washed out. I swear I'm not a vampire. This pale. Ooh, Han Solo going through the tunnel. Oh, I've played this map. This does. That's right. Remembering this map now. Tunnel barely fits ATRTs through it. Han Solo could definitely uh, kind of handle these. He's not good into the double dodges or anything. Even single dodge he doesn't like shooting into. But he could definitely scare these guys. Uncanny luck is kind of enough to keep him alive. But yeah, Han wants to stay far away from Ahsoka. And Commander Luke, I guess. Doesn't love the Pierce. And Luke's long shot Pierce is probably scarier than the closer range of the melee. This looks like just a double move. Maybe Han has cover there? Maybe the top of his silhouette? I wish I could check it. But also Rayan doesn't have much long range. Actually, no long range. Besides Cassian, who is obviously infinite range. Everything else, Cassian and the ATRT range 4, but everything else is range 2 on Rayan's side. Is Brian also similarly? Yeah, crazy range 2. Wow. No range 3 guns besides like naked rebels. That's funny. Did we get some dice? Think so, but must have just been auto wound. Maybe it was Cassian. No, Cassian can't move on and shoot. It's cumbersome. Don't know what that was. Get another big fleet squad staying on this side. It would not be... I don't think it would be a waste. Oh, yeah, infiltrate. Doesn't have to move. Yeah, see, I don't know everything. See? Thanks, guys. Thanks. Um, where was Cassian? What targets did he have? Or if any... Oh, or I should just be looking for the big missing bus. So Cassian finished off that bus. Pretty good use for Cassian right there. Force the crit. Put the last wound on it. See, that's why I need you guys. That is a big scary blob of range 2 murder. Yeah, that's 40, 64 dice across 4 units there. Gross. I wonder if Brian brings the last fleet to just dominate this other side. We will see. Ahsoka coming out right here with Luke. Still staying on the strong side. And like poised to take the side point or the middle. In my opinion, you want both of these force pushes, making sure that you control that middle though. So we'll see. Brian's almost certainly going to play Reckless Diversion, turn 2, to control all the attacking. But with everything being range 2, like it's... I don't know how effective that is. Like you would draw Cassian's shot, and you might draw a couple range 2 shots. But don't think reckless diversion's the way to go. Maybe we'll see where he places his fleets or his Ewoks, because that's why he saved. That's why you would save them to the end, so that you could put them in a risky position for reckless diversion. Range 1 cohere bubble around that blob. Yeah, maybe. I mean, then just none of his stuff can go past it without taking the fire. Brian does have that unique ability to play really weird things really well. All three fleets going on strong side. Oh man, he's gonna run out of room. Luckily he has range 1 for this cohesion. He might be able to fit 9 of them back there. Oh, he's got plenty of room up here too. Lando shenanigans. Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I've talked a lot of list building with Ryan, Brian rather, and I'm not a believer in Lando 1 pip, but that's just because I like to play Luke too much, and I like his 1 pips over Lando's. But I'm willing to bet he throws out Lando 1 pip. I'm gonna say turn 3. Be pretty nasty on like Ahsoka or something. Both of Brian's sleepers have not gone yet. Another SX21 coming to the strong side from Ryan. Oh, I have to update my little scoreboard because we did lose a unit down to 12 and 11x. No more passes next round. Measuring, making sure he has cover with the barricade, which 2 of them did. I don't know if he gets 3. Find out. Commander, that's going to be Lando or improv it? It's not improving. Whoa, okay, now this is... Why... Guidance is limited to range 2. Okay, there we go. Yeah. You absolutely need to be getting the extra actions on those fleets with Lando. He does. It's only core, right? Yeah. Can't do anything with the sleepers, but he's going ahead and moving Lando forward because he needs it with surface scan to be scoring. And he takes the safe standby because everyone's range 2. Yeah. Everyone that's left is range 2 at least. Okay, so it is the alive bus. I wish I could ping. I guess I don't need to ping. That has the objective token as well as Lando. Ryan's, did we figure out? On Luke and Ahsoka. Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I think Ryan committing another rebel squad. So we'll have 2 rebels and Cassian on this side. Double moving, getting the dodges, and just, pushing forward. Sides can be kind of fearless because of all the range too. Uh, Granted, Brian has sleepers that are very forward deployed and are going to get shots and are going to delete two things probably, if we're real. Oh, the Ewoks. I was like, is this a fourth fleet squad? But no, it's the Ewoks. I don't know if they can get, well, I guess they could range one cohere to get far enough. He's opting to activate a sleeper cell? Maybe he's realizing he's got to make room for the Ewoks. Maybe he's measuring. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. So he's already got range to the ATRT, so looks like probably just a safe move forward and a shot. Yep. I guess the disembark does not grant tactical, and so they didn't get scouts, so it will only be one aim. 7 hits, -2 armor, leaves 5. Takes 4 of them. Right, we get surge block now, right? Yeah. 2 more kills it. No more Lando to activate and pop it. He doesn't really have a good way to do 2 wounds. Though it is damaged, which is pretty nice. Ryan responding with another sleeper cell. No room to run up though. No, there's not going to be any space right here. I don't think you could even fit one right there. You know, that's tight. I don't know about that spot either. Yeah, you come on this side, um, but Brian was smart and left himself safe from that direction. So literally no shots, only putting himself at danger if he does this. Might get a co-caster here for a second. Minor Tom. Where's this guy going? You guys might hear the little Discord calling. But that's fine. It's fine. Oh, no noise. Hello.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Oh, let me adjust some audio. Give me another 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Well, mic
One,
check.
two, three, four.
All right.
Hello.
Think we're good. Let me just adjust my little background music I had going on here. Okay. Um, let me get you. Let me send you the stuff to log in, so you could look at the game yourself, or you could just do it off of the stream on a little bit of a delay.
curious how delayed this stream would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Let's find out.
We've got some rebel on rebel violence going on. Um, our boy Brian bringing triple big fleets and 2 sleepers against a Luke Ahsoka triple sleeper. Luke Ahsoka Cassian.
Okay.
A ton of just range 2. So everyone's like running at each other, you know?
That's funny. Yeah, that feels about right for these players.
Yeah, yeah.
They both love the range 2 stuff.
Shaping up to be an exciting and bloody round 2.
Okay, so what if so this look end of round 1 it looks like near the end.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 acts left. Brian did lose a bus. Um,
Really?
yeah, a sleeper cell. Well, the bus was out maybe first or second activation, and Ryan got a sleeper cell out there and dealt. There was already 1 wound, and then I think the sleepers dealt another 6. Just Ryan full
Yeesh.
blanked, and then Cassian finished it.
And the sleeper, I mean the sleepers must have had. I mean they hit like 11 out of 12 or
They
something.
they hit exactly 11 out of 12. They were double aimed because of scout and tactical move.
Yeah. That's
11's not
I
unreasonable
guess
for them.
yeah, it's not. I mean, it's on the lucky side, but it's not that lucky.
Right, right.
Now that you pointed out, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Dang. Okay.
but rolling 0 out of 6 blocks is pretty unlucky.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You're expecting 2, you're hoping for maybe 3, but like expect at least 1 and you get 0.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, right, because that puts it in that zone where then Cassian can just pop it.
Yep, yep. He had
Yeah.
no other ranged really that could have attacked the bus except for Cassian. So if he had more than 1 health, he's probably safe.
Did he have anything like behind the bus?
Yeah,
I mean, he must
sleepers.
have.
Everything.
Okay, so.
This whole clump was behind the bus. The bus was plugging this little gap that the sleepers
Oh
have
man.
since moved into. Now Brian's
Oh, that's
sleepers are popping out. We're going to get a shot here. He tried to one-shot the ATRT in response recently.
didn't quite get it.
No, only did 4 wounds. Only single
Rough.
aimed, but
Against 2 armor instead of
yeah, instead of
5.
5, right? A little,
Just 4 wounds instead of 6.
a little, yeah, asymmetric results there. You could
Well,
say.
this is great. You gotta grab your bad luck early. Then if
Right.
you lose, you got your excuse. You're like, it was only 'cause I
Yeah.
full blinked on my bus.
He's getting his other sleeper shot in. Looks like 6 initially. Oh, doesn't convert anymore from the aim. And this looks like it's just on a rebel squad, or maybe on another sleeper. That's on a sleeper.
Yeah, yeah. I'd want to shoot his sleepers.
Oh,
What do
absolutely.
you
That's
What do
4
you want?
dead.
That's good. Shoot
Yep.
him sleepers. I'm just checking chat. Hey Tom, how you doing, man? Tom's uh Tom's a rebel guy also,
Oh, okay,
at least
okay.
most of the time.
Nice. I'm trying to come back to the light. Republic's just too fun right now, and they gave me a discount on Yoda. Like, you
Yeah,
expect me
Yoda
to go
feels good.
back? Like, yeah.
I played Infinite Loop. If anybody knows Infinite Loop from Discord, he's local to me now.
Oh, okay.
Because I moved in the past little bit. And so we played, and he had Yoda Ahsoka.
Okay, okay.
And it was Commander Ahsoka, and it was really fun. He was using his 2-pip to give her Relentless.
Uh huh.
And I was like, oh, that's actually really good because she's like native speed 3.
Right,
So
right.
it was
It's pretty good.
very.
I don't think I give Ahsoka any of the Ahsokas enough credit. They're probably better than they are in my mind. But
I think Rebel Ahsoka is very good now.
well,
That
she got
discount they
another.
gave her was wild.
Yeah, yeah. How cheap is she now? Like 110 or something?
115 base, which is an absolute steal for her kit. I
Yeah.
think people forget.
Charge, defend,
Yeah,
Jarkai. Only speed
Jarkai
2.
is
She got slower in
so
her old
impressive.
age.
Yeah, as we all do.
Yeah,
You can take
unfortunately.
burst on her though, which is, I mean,
Right.
in some situations is actually a buff because then she can't be force pushed and she's like half the price almost of the guys that are taking force push. If you don't take it on her herself, which I think at her new price point, putting force push on her is actually a defensible option since she has a recover card.
Yeah,
And since
yeah,
and if you, especially if you take her with Cassian, who also has a recover card.
yep. That's what we're seeing here. We've got Commander Luke and Ahsoka both with Force Push, and he also has Cassian.
Oh, yeah, that is some command hand crowding, I will say.
It
Although
is
Commander Luke's command
unfortunate.
hand is not as crowded anymore, is it?
Right.
Yeah,
Commander
she's
Luke,
got.
if I don't think of him as Luke, he seems alright.
Yeah,
Alright. If I
yeah.
think of him as a cool hero with an awesome pistol, like, yeah, he's good.
He's Finn from the sequel trilogy.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah.
he's got a saber and a gun.
He could use it,
He
but
just
not
kind of
that
runs
well.
around.
And then,
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay, I think we're going into round 2. It does look like Brian's set up for whatchamacallit, the Reckless Diversion. He's got 2 Ewoks poking out as far as
Oh
he
gosh.
can.
Yeah, that's obnoxious.
Uh, he he played Change of Plans against my ally. Still could be going into Reckless. I
Yeah.
don't know what card he was
Change of
expecting to
plans.
change of plans on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Looks like he's keeping it though. Or he's doing the Lando trigger right now, the one
Oh,
step ahead.
he's getting a one pip. Lando, you dirty dog.
So no, he hasn't committed to playing the Lando one pip yet,
Oh,
but
no, he's just. Oh, I got
he's
you.
just doing the move, the one step ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm about 3 seconds behind on the video
Ah,
feed.
I see, I see.
Yeah, so not significantly, but
Okay,
yeah, after I said that, I saw that he was.
he did
Oh no,
change the
so
plans.
he is changing. Oh right, because you get to tap it. I think
Yeah,
you get to
it
tap it
procs
twice.
twice
Yeah,
with in that one scenario with change of plans. It procs twice.
yeah. Well, I wonder if that's why he did it, almost just to get the double chance at moving.
It could be, but
That
why
wouldn't
why do you
surprise
need to
me.
move? I guess maybe he was wanting to move someone else. Maybe.
Right, just for the chance that maybe he's
Yeah.
also playing a three pip, and then
We went
right,
into a 2 against a 3, so both times did not match pips, did not get to move a different unit. We
yeah.
ended
So
up
sorry.
with Reckless against Volunteer Mission.
Okay, but now he has priority, so
Yeah, he
that
does.
could be
He
important since
does.
everything's literally just lined up across each other right now.
Right. Something's getting
Um,
deleted quick.
and this
The
looks
Ewoks
like
have their order, and so does Han.
just close the pocket. I take it
It is
from the
close the
setup.
pocket with surface scan.
Looks like
The
Rayan's got a little more strength on the one side.
Yes, he definitely is committed more to this offside than Brian has.
Right, so I would expect Rayan to win that side. Um,
Yeah,
so what's Brian doing though?
he's activating Han right now.
Oh, he's got Han
He's
over
doing
there.
Gunslinger. Um,
Yeah,
looks like
okay.
he moved once with Gunslinger and moved once, took his steady Gunslinger shots, and
He's
he's
gonna move
moving.
somewhere kind of closer to the middle, but still kind of hiding, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't want to move too close. Both Force users are on the strong side here, but none none will be able to reach Han just yet. And
That's
everyone's range
good.
too, so he's kind of safe, weirdly.
Right, yeah, I wonder. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, yeah, hop the wall. Don't,
Yeah.
he's probably too far to really have to worry about return fire, except maybe from the naked rebels or
Yeah.
something.
It's just because everything's range 2.
Yeah.
He's taken advantage of that, and I would like it would be my reflex to just not. So good on him
Yeah, no, that's
using
definitely.
the space you have.
Yeah, when your opponent's got big range 2 units, just stay out of range 3 of them. That's definitely what you do.
See, Tom's calling that Lando shenanigans. I don't feel like that was much of a shenanigan. Like Lando got a little move, but he
He
has
kind of just
steady,
moved
so he
Lando
was gonna
twice.
do it anyways. But like the moves
Yeah,
don't seem like they get you much unless you're landing the matched pips.
yeah, I think you're definitely shooting for the match pips. Obviously, there's going to be edge cases where moving Lando is like really fantastic.
Right. I think
But
he's
yeah,
like oversaturated with action economy though. He gets all the free moves. He has steady. Even if he gives away an action with guidance, like
yeah.
he can still do everything he wants, including moving and shooting. He doesn't really need the aims.
Do we know their command cards? Does Brian have Lando's
We do
2 pip that's
not.
actually a 1 pip? Oh, okay.
We do not.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
I bet Brian has the 2 pip that's actually 1 pip. I would
That's the way that you
if I were
force
running
the
Lando.
Lando shenanigan one time, you know?
Right. And it's also it's a 1 pip that orders 2 units.
It is pretty nice. Yeah.
Really nice. And yeah, being able to play it on a dime. So I mean, you can use it to force the Lando shenanigans. You can also just use it like to steal priority, if that's ever really
You can.
important.
Yeah. You can steal priority. Well, yeah, so you can't steal priority and move the other unit because then your pips would be different. If Lando
Right.
had cunning, that'd be super awesome. Match pips, steal priority, and get to
Yeah.
move your other unit. Man,
Yeah. Something with
Lando needs
cunning. Yeah,
cunning.
and 1 step ahead. That would be quite something.
It'd be too much. He would attract the Nerf hammer way too
Yes.
quickly.
Nerfed in a matter of weeks.
What is Ryan doing? He's moving Cassian, which means Cassian's not going to shoot.
Yeah, not unless he finds a long shot with his pistol.
That's right. When does he get the on? Okay, so
I think he has it just on his.
it
Oh
was
wait.
a sniper,
Oh.
but do you get to
Oh,
recon?
he played the card to
Yeah,
flip it. I think.
yeah. So he got the new he got his configuration switch to pistol from the card, so that he could
Gotcha.
move shoot and just dominate this weak side.
Hmm.
Looks like it.
And he burned his free recover that happens for both Luke and Ahsoka.
Yeah, I do think that's a mistake. If that was the only purpose for it, was
Yeah.
or the only reason he played it this round was to swap to pistol, I think another 2 free force pushes would have been better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. It can be hard. Admittedly, it can be hard with tempo sometimes. Later in the game when you would want the force pushes, oftentimes you don't want to be playing 3 pips. You want to be
Yeah,
sometimes in those turns you like want to be playing Son of Skywalker. Or you want to be playing Ahsoka's 1 pip. So.
kind
But
of.
it
Yeah,
definitely could. It yeah. It there could be like a. I could absolutely picture a round 5, right, where maybe you burned your 1
right.
pips already. A lot of the big tempo terms, and it's just about last. It's about last round shenanigans.
Well, and force push you
Where
want late anyways, right? Force push
right,
users like they want to push people off after they've gone onto the points.
right. Although, admittedly, with the objectives we have in the current edition, force pushing someone off an objective round 2 is just as impactful as it is round 5.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it is. It is.
as far as in a linear sense, right? Obviously,
Yeah,
the end of
yeah.
the game is
Doing it,
always the
I will say, doing
yeah,
it early gives your opponent more of a chance to scramble and like take the big risks
right.
that would let them catch up.
Yeah, right,
So,
right. Yeah,
and we got
big plays are
David in the
very
house. Hey, Endless, how's it going?
yeah, it's Winter Moon Party. Woo!
Is that what that symbol is? Is woo?
He's like raising his hand. Oh,
Ah,
editing the
okay.
most recent cast.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, we had a interview with Pagani, right? Yeah, I can't keep them straight. One of the
One of the
wills.
wills.
Yeah. We got big fleets moving. We gonna move and take a shot? I hope. I mean, at the very least, like finish off that 2 health ATRT.
Right. You kind of want to do more than that with your big
Oh, for
fleets, but
sure,
it
for sure.
might be the only thing he has available.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he's trying to angle onto that sleeper cell. He's got the range to it. It's just LOS around this wall is pretty tough.
Right. Could be. I mean, he wouldn't be splitting fire, would he?
18 dice and 2 dice? That would feel bad.
Well, what I mean is, right, you send the 18 dice against the ATRT since you probably don't need that last bit to finish off. You throw the
You're
pierce gun
right.
at the sleepers. Maybe you kill one sleeper,
Oh, I think he's
but
doing
that's
that. Oh, he's not. Okay. You're right though. I think I'm with you. How the 2
yeah,
dice could go elsewhere.
yeah, it's not crazy.
Looks like he got 8 hits on something, and probably
I
ATRT
assume
because he pulled
ATRT.
2 away for armor.
Yeah, he's got a full, he's got a full
Yeah.
save to live.
Right. Right. That is. They are both down 1 activation now, though. Let me.
It looks like that would have killed the ATRT at full health.
Yeah, yeah, it would have.
First shot was a waste.
It was, unfortunately. Ooh, what do we? Ahsoka double moving. Whatever for.
Does Brian have force push?
Nope. No force users.
Oh, that's not very Brian-like.
No, he's playing Han Lando. I think we talked about it a bit. I think it was like a command card crowding kind of
Yeah,
thing. And wanting to do Lando shenanigans discourages you from using too many other command cards.
yeah. Seems like you could do Lando Luke pretty comfortably. I do. I
Right.
feel less bad leaving serve at home than I used to.
You could do the Lando Luke, but then like it's so tempting to do the Lando Han change of plans trigger,
Yeah,
and he loves the
and
reckless diversion trigger, which like now you're
he
taking 2
does.
Han cards and you have Lando Luke. Like,
Yeah. That Luke's starting to feel
yeah,
very expensive for probably only having like 2 of his cards.
yeah, yeah,
Probably what Son of Skywalker and I'm a Jedi.
yeah. You could
Probably.
try, but like, is it as good as? How much would you be spending on Luke when instead he could upgrade 2 of his units to big fleets?
Right, and still have a ton of points left over after that.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
13 activations coming into this game.
See, that's when you take beat stick Ahsoka. That's when you take you just run her lean. You just take burst
Right.
and like that's it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see. So Ahsoka here. Yeah. I'm like 3 minutes. I'm like 3 seconds behind the feed here, so you're probably already seeing this. But
Yeah,
looks like she's
she's
force
pushing
pushing
the
the Ewoks.
RD away.
Right. Yeah. That's.
Kind of unfortunate I mean, that's
Yeah.
Brian's protection, but also, like, that took a whole turn and a force push to do, so
Right. Yeah.
Brian
It's kind
gets
of
to
my
respond
thoughts. Like.
still.
Right. And so now he can just go over and whatever's the most dangerous thing on
He
that.
just
He can
drew
just
a
be like,
sleeper cell.
oh, yep. He's be like, well, I'll just
Good night.
shoot you now.
Yeah.
Whatever the most dangerous thing is.
Ryan has another sleeper cell that's, like, pretty well hidden behind the statue. that I don't think
Yeah.
Brian will get to.
So you could pop like
Could
you could
delete.
pop Commander Luke here.
Yeah, or Ahsoka.
I mean, Ahsoka's already activated.
Right. She's kind of hard to get to around that bus, I
Right. Yeah.
think, also.
Yeah. I would want to shoot something that. Where's he going? And you guys could probably already see.
Maybe he's like taking a standby or something in the middle. Nah, he's no reason. He's got shots on. Probably just gonna shoot a rebel.
Oh. He's trying to get on the point. I get it, but I don't like that as much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, an activation's an activation. He can probably actually kill that activation.
Yep.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'd rather try to see him remove some threats, I think.
I don't think they're that big of threats though. Like outside of force push, which we've already thrown away like one of their extra free force pushes. I don't think Commander Luke and Ahsoka are that scary, you know.
He just, so even Commander Luke, right?
Mhm.
Well, okay, I take this back. I agree with you because he throws Commander Luke into the lines.
Mhm.
Everything Brian has is really good in melee.
Yeah.
Fleets,
Yep.
sleepers.
That's what I'm saying.
Luke's gonna get torn to shreds.
Luke
Yeah,
doesn't want to come
that.
into melee even like he'd rather just use his pistol normally anyways, and now he's even more disincentivized to come into melee. Let's see if Brian finally gets a big swing with these sleepers. 8 dice before aims, okay, or 8 hits, converts 2 more to 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sleepers doing sleeper things.
He cannot move the Ewoks with guidance because it's core only. That's responding to chat there. That is 6 blanks. That is a dead rebel unit. Or sleeper.
Okay.
He's picking up the sleepers. So he
Well, I
finished
guess
off the sleeper, the 3 men that were
Oh.
left. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, those sleepers are arguably more firepower than the rebels.
They were 4 dice at that point, so I don't know about that. The rebels are
Before,
throwing 8 dice each because they have the
oh,
SX-21.
yeah. Oh, they have the SX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that sleeper was pretty well neutered already.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize he had SX-13s. Yeah, I might have gone for the core then,
Yeah.
you're not only removing a bigger threat, but you're also optimizing your offense, right? He did that
Yeah.
big attack, and he only removed 3 wounds with it.
Yep.
I might have
Granted,
gone for
his
the core.
sleepers have been pretty cold, so maybe he wasn't expecting or like relying on a big
Yeah,
attack. I don't
yeah.
know.
He took
Yeah.
the safer route,
Yeah.
right?
We're being
The
nitpicky.
sure
Like
kill.
it's going.
Yes,
Like he's
it's Brian. You have to
yeah.
nitpick him.
Yeah.
He plays well.
Give him something to
He
listen
plays
to.
well. Yeah. Keep his ego in check. Brian, you made a
Exactly.
massive mistake when you
Yeah.
listen to this.
Yeah, it was
That
terrible,
was
Brian.
if you lose this game, it was because you
Yeah, just roll hits, bud.
did that. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna see this SX-21 tear apart these sleepers now. I can feel it in my bones.
Does Brian? It doesn't look like he has a droid on his sleepers.
No. No droids on either sleeper. He was
But
2 shot for points. Naked
yeah,
buses and naked sleepers.
yeah.
But 3 completely healthy 10-man fleets. That's for
Oh
sure.
gosh.
So
Yeah,
shoot the sleepers all you
we're gonna
want.
see we're gonna see fleets one shot a Jedi today. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, I can't wait. Was that the roll? 7 hits? From a
Oh,
freaking Rebel SX-21 into the unactivated sleeper.
that's rough.
2 did get removed for cover. 4 left. 2 more saved. Alright.
That could have been worse.
It could have been much worse. Yeah. They only lost 2 to that.
I mean, here's the thing, man. You sleepers. Well, and frankly, you were talking about when they've only got 4 dice left. Even with 4 dice left, they still hurt because they get free aims and they surge
Yeah.
with black dice. So it's like they're still hitting pretty consistently, hitting 3-4 hits,
Yeah, but I'm
even
not
when you're
like
down to 2.
scared of them. You know,
Oh no,
they're
you're
not
not scared of them,
sharpshooters, so you're getting cover against it.
right? But they're like, it still hurts,
Right.
right? It's like you don't nobody wants to take 3-4 saves, right? That's more than a lot of things do. So the
This is true.
sleepers, yeah, saying Brian, he lost a couple of them, but like that unit's still super scary.
Brian activating a first of his big fleets this round.
Does he have an order on Lando?
No, it was reckless diversion. It went to Han and the Ewok.
Gotcha. This seems like prime guidance opportunity here. I feel like Lando could guidance one of the big fleets, and then it could find a really juicy shot.
Oh, absolutely. It's luck of the draw, though. Unfortunately, he
Yep.
has improv, but that's not the best for fishing for what you want.
No, no. Yeah, no good for fishing. But he's being smart. He's moving his fleets in the back first.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
I don't know what all he has range to other than those
I
purple
think,
rebels.
yeah, just the ones that have activated. Which, I mean, a unit's a unit if you can delete it.
Yep. I mean, it's the only thing he can shoot, so shoot it, and there's a there's a non-zero chance that he just kills it.
Right.
Yeah, man, no force push, but so many things in this list can just delete you.
Yeah, it's scary. Oh, I don't
If
think
rebels
that
ever
guy.
get compel, it's over because fleets are gonna rule the world if rebels ever get compel.
Oh man. I mean, they already get indomitable when they're this big. So
Yeah,
it's
thankfully, Indomitable is, in my opinion, slightly worse than Compel
oh, it's
because
absolutely
you get a
worse.
suppression.
Yeah.
Indomitables better for like not panicking later in the game, right?
Yeah.
But as far as
Oh,
yeah,
that was a
action
lot.
economy,
11 hits,
oh my gosh,
8 cover
yeah,
saves. Oh, they make 5 out of the 8 cover saves.
holy cow! And he's got a dodge. He
6
still
left,
is.
5 after dodge.
Well, we'll see. He could dodge
Pierce
that.
1 and 2 more saves. Kills the heavy though.
Yeah,
SX-21. But
yeah.
oh,
That's
wow.
probably about right. In fairness, I
Oh
have to
no,
I
that
have to
11
balance.
hits should have wiped a 5-man rebel
Oh,
squad.
I'm 11 hits, but I'm wondering what
Yeah.
fleets actually do on average. Like I'm saying, I think their
Oh, they
offense is
do like 8
probably a
to
little
9
hot.
on average. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 to 9,
Because
right?
you
So
got
yeah,
two of
so
them
you
are
strip
red, right?
away. Yeah, 8 to 9, strip away 2 or 3 for cover and a dodge. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in that scenario. 4 dead rebels is
All
probably
right. But when he got his 11
pretty
hits,
good.
he got his above
Yes,
average roll finally. It should have
yeah,
killed.
it's stripped away. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
that's
See
all
what
right.
these rebels can do. I think if you're Rayan, I mean, what does Brian have that's not really? Yeah, oh yeah, if you're Rayan, you probably just try to keep hitting those same unactivated sleepers. I would think.
Yeah, I don't think he. What does he? What can he hit him with? Luke, or his rebels back there? But he moves them forward. They're just gonna get nuked like the last thing. Brian's
Yeah, but
got
what else is he gonna do
like
with them?
what was it? It was 60 and 24, 84 dice over here to deal with only half of Ryan's army. Like this stuff is getting deleted. And I don't know what Ryan can do about it besides bury himself in melee and hope he
Yeah, I mean,
whittles stuff down quick enough.
he picked this fight, right? So if you're gonna pick the fight, then fight, right? Um,
Yeah.
so Lando, I guess, is the target. Oh, maybe not. Yeah,
No, he's still
I'm a few
deciding
seconds
which
behind.
special force.
Oh, I thought he had a core.
Oh,
Earlier,
I,
but...
his third sleeper, Ryan's third sleeper cell's on this opposite side. I don't think I realized that.
And then what's Brian get? What's that orange unit? Oh, those are just some rebels, right? Some naked guys.
Yeah, yeah. Two dudes left in that squad.
Can he see them? I mean, he must be able to.
I don't know. It's a pretty
Yeah.
tall building, or tall little
It
like
looks like
outcropping.
right. I mean, it probably looks like a little silhouette would poke up over the more shallow side.
It's possible.
I'm guessing they've probably already looked at it and figured it out,
Yeah.
and he probably wouldn't be moving there if he didn't have the shot.
Looks like he's stretching for it though to get that shot.
Yeah,
But
just
I would
finish off an
expect
activation.
silhouettes up if that was the goal.
Yeah, I wonder if they already looked at it, but yeah,
Could be.
probably Sills will have to come out soon to check.
Hey, he doesn't have range on anything else. So, besides Han that's
Yeah,
hiding. Yeah, there's the ping. Man, 12 dice to finish off two dudes.
yeah,
Feels bad.
definitely feels like Rain's a bit overcommitted on that side,
Yeah.
and so it feels like the big battle is where Brian's stuff is, and it feels one-sided over there.
All 10 after the aim. 7 cover saves. 2 get stopped. There are 8 dice left, and yeah, those two dudes are dead.
There is a smoldering crater where those
Yeah,
two guys used to be.
a little bit. A little bit.
They're looking like Uncle Owen and Aunt Brew in that
Oh no!
on the
Too
farm.
soon. Too soon. I think we're down 2 acts on both sides now.
Sounds right. Dave says he can't play Rebels because he has to use CIS with Aquas as a crutch. I will say, and listen, I took Aquas
And
to Worlds,
scouting
so
parties from crabs.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
it's so good.
No shade against people who use Aquas. I took them to Worlds, but they are. Well, I'm not gonna say they're brain dead. That's an exaggeration, but they're very plug and play.
Yeah,
Like you don't really
yeah,
have to build your list around them at all.
yeah. They're
Yeah,
just
I mean,
good value.
yeah.
Good
You
LOS
can
block.
build around them with super tax to like
Right.
trigger link targeting array and stuff on them, which I've done that before and it feels really good.
Right.
If you're consistently getting orders on them to get LTA,
We have another
because they are
sleeper being activated by Brian. I don't know what he's going to get a shot. He might get a shot on those rebels, the teal rebels.
the ones that popped out. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got an angle on one of them already. But he
Well,
might.
that means he can get everyone with cohesion.
Yeah. He's like still got the movement template out though, like he's going to move into the middle.
Mhm. Is he concerned about losing the middle?
I think so. Because Luke
Oh, because
can.
Luke's got
Yeah,
force
Luke
push.
can move in there and push someone. So with a second guy there, at least Ryan won't score the middle.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Do you think? Oh, why is Rand's clock running?
Oh, I don't know. It shows Brian's clock on mine.
Oh, is red his clock?
Uh, red is Brian, blue is Ryan.
Oh, I see. It's on. Sorry, it was like on Rand's side, so
Oh,
I thought it was his clock, but yeah, I can see that's right. Yeah.
I didn't even,
Yeah,
not even looking at the table clock, just the overlay.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, the
Yeah,
overlay's not on the stream. Here, give you guys the. It was blocked
Oh,
by
yeah.
my overlay.
Oh, see that clock just stopped. Oh.
And here's Commander Luke moving in. Just double moving to the objective.
Force push someone off. I don't.
Maybe. Or taking it back. What's he doing? He's asking what's left.
I don't know how I feel about. Well, okay. So here's the dirty little secret. When you're worried about these games not finishing all 5 rounds,
Then you have
it
to get
kind
there
of is
early.
important.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
but like it's a little sad because if you knew you could for sure play 5 rounds, I would say let the middle go this round, or at least don't give up shots with your big units to get the middle this round. Just get as much attrition as you can. Just like kill his
Yeah.
units.
I'm normally a
You
proponent for
know,
that. And especially like in this scenario, they have chess clocks. I am always going to get my 5 rounds in when there's a chess clock. Right? I'm not
that's
going
true.
to. So no matter if it's cooperative for all 5 rounds, like I'm going to get my 4 chances to score, you know.
That's fair. Yeah, chess clocks definitely helps because
Yeah.
you have agency.
Completely in your control on whether or not you get your time.
Yeah.
We are seeing this sleeper cell come out here from Rayan. It's coming to this uncontested, well, not completely uncontested. It is Sleeper and Ahsoka against Lando right now.
Now
And
Brian's got some chaff he can run up there. The
yeah, this
Ewoks
could
and
definitely delete Lando though. Yeah.
yeah, that would be bad for Brian if Lando were to get deleted. Now he'll have heavy cover because POI,
Right.
which is nice. But yeah, I think that would, and we were
He's
saying that
not
it felt like
shooting
Rayan was.
Lando.
Oh,
He's shooting the fleets, the frontmost fleets.
yeah.
I mean, it's a
They've
scarier
already
threat.
activated.
Have
Yeah.
they? Was that the one that came up? Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Can he reach those brown ones that haven't gone? That's who I would have
No.
shot
Yeah.
if I was
Yeah. He
him.
could have.
I would have shot them. Maybe
Yeah.
that's who he meant to shoot. I don't know.
It's targeted pretty clearly. That's
Yeah.
half of them dead. So they're a normal fleet squad now.
So they're still throwing 10 dice pierce one
Yeah. Yeah. Only 10
with
dice.
charge.
Right. They could countercharge that sleeper and like nuke them
Yep.
if they had a activation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because he has those unactivated ones in range. I'm
Yeah.
wondering why he didn't go for those.
I don't know.
Because yeah, they're just gonna nuke something.
Mm-hmm. And now there's a juicy sleeper cell to nuke that came out of hiding.
Right, and they're not even that well hidden. Like depending on where the fleets move, it could potentially be a shot with no cover. Which
Yeah,
against
all
that,
they have to do is move and touch this terrain, you know.
yeah. Well, and against those big dice pools, not having cover is
Very big deal.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's not what I would have done. I'd be curious to hear his reasoning as
Right.
to why he chose those fleets. Maybe there's something else he's going to be able to hit him with, and he doesn't want to split his fire across multiple units or something.
Yeah, I mean there's the teal rebels back there that haven't gone.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to think I'm just trying to think through
no, that's fair.
the
That's fair.
possible scenarios. That's maybe one.
We have one of Brian's rebel units, naked rebel units. Did it just single move or was that 2 moves to get there? I think it was 2 moves to get there.
That looked like 2 moves. So not quite on the point yet, but
No, but he's got a
close
lot
enough to be
ready to
relevant.
take the middle.
Yep.
And this terrain is like uniquely positioned to block Rayan from the middle.
I know. It's really unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, so he's going up with these. Yeah, so
Here's
here's the
the
question.
teal
Is
guys.
he gonna shoot those same fleets that he was just shooting? Just barely?
I mean, yeah, I think still it'd be worth it to change direction to shoot the thing that hasn't gone yet.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening exactly.
What's he gonna do?
Are the brown fleets gonna charge this turn? Seems like they should be able to find something in melee.
I mean, they absolutely can. If it were me, I might even be hoping to get a charge on Commander Luke. If he comes in the middle, countercharge him and.
Do you go for Luke or do you go for the sleepers?
Well, he still has the brown fleets back here that can come and
that's just
kill
what
the
I mean.
sleepers.
Oh, you're thinking the ones that are further back.
Furthest back, yeah.
Can they charge?
If he pulls Lando first, gets a guidance move with them.
Lando could do it.
Yeah.
Lando can do all.
They are trying to finish the red fleets.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
I agree. Not what I would have done,
No.
but I guess I see what he's going for.
They only got one. Because they don't search it. I don't know. Oh, so that was just his defense save. No cover. They removed one, so now it is a 4-man fleet.
With the scatter.
Yeah. 6 white, 2 red still.
Yeah, well, his SX13's averaged out.
Right.
7 to 1.
They were pretty spiky early.
Yep, that's exactly average, actually.
The current one is? No.
No, if rolling 7 and then rolling 1.
I see.
Because I think they average 4.
Oh, okay.
So it exactly averaged out.
Nice.
Those some naked dudes that Brian's moving.
Yep, just throwing stuff towards the middle.
Yep, that's the way to do. Close the pocket. He should make sure. I assume he's got the math worked out. But he should make sure he doesn't lose that point on the side. It seems.
Well, that's
silly.
There's some timing with. He's still got the Ewoks as well, that can double move and touch it.
Yeah, I assume he's got it figured out, but.
If it were me, I'd be reserving the fleets, Ewoks, and Lando all for this side, which would be 3 to 2.
Does Rayan have anything else that hasn't?
Just Luke.
No, he's just
for this side, yeah. But Luke
well,
has to stop the middle. Yeah, but if Luke doesn't stop the middle,
can he stop the middle?
Yeah, Brian only has 2 there.
Oh.
So he could go there, be on the point, and push someone.
He's got a bus. You'd think the bus would be able to score.
Oh yeah, that's not terrain. That's the bus. Yeah, never mind. Brian's getting the middle.
So I mean, so maybe Luke does dive that side, right? Because if you're not going to get the middle anyway, you get 1 point if he gets the edges, and then Brian gets the middle. He's at least keeping up with him on points,
right?
At least for this first round,
right?
And then gotta hope that Luke and Ashoka can really pull off something wild, which sometimes they can.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's funny. I totally thought this bus was just terrain.
Well, there's that other terrain piece there, which is
they're identical. Same shape.
Yeah, Tom, I'm with you. It's only round 2. It's very, very early, but if I were to bet, I'd bet on Brian so far.
Oh, that's why Lando didn't get shot. He's saying this because Lando's incognito, and it only pops at range 1. Yeah.
Oh, it seems. Yeah. Well, those sleepers are so close.
Yeah.
Range 1.
Well, those are. He forward cohered. Yeah.
Right. I think he could have. I think Lando's. Well, Lando's clearly at range 1 because he's contesting the objective, and those guys.
Yeah. No. I agree. There are models in there that are range 1. And yeah, I can't imagine incognito requires the unit leader. Yeah.
It didn't used to.
It doesn't look like it does yet. So maybe he just misthought and thought that he couldn't trigger it.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have been interesting to shoot Lando. I don't know that Seems like probably shooting those unactivated fleets is probably the optimal choice, but I mean, if in fairness, if you shoot Lando and if you do happen to nuke him, I mean that does mess with Brian's game plan a lot.
Right.
You know, you're taking out a bunch of his command cards. That could be quite impactful. You take away that guidance, right? So you're probably restricting the attack on those furthest fleets.
Right. These guys are having some technical issues with his side of the table is just randomly deleted.
Oh no.
All his unit cards and command cards.
Oh, his command cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
He got his command cards back, it sounds like. Okay. So
You
they
don't
could
really
at
need
least...
the unit cards.
No, you don't.
He's got his force pushes to tap, but like the two of them
Right.
can remember that.
Right,
It
and
can
there
be
is
like,
the prepared supplies dodge on Commander Luke.
yeah, that's 3 things to keep track of.
Yeah.
It's like you can do that.
Cassian's in
Like,
pistol mode. Here come the Ewoks to try and win this point.
double moving.
Or is he just gonna move shoot? He can move shoot into the sleepers, and you know,
He could.
aren't these black dice? They are black dice.
They are, and they have a surge. Oh no, they have an aim because of reckless diversion.
10 black and an aim. Yeah.
6.
Into
And
heavy cover,
then
but
heavy cover takes it down to 4, and then they got a dodge, and so you're probably removing 2 models. Is that worth giving up the point?
does 10 only get?
Mm,
You think it only gets them 2 dudes?
I think. I mean, on average, because you do 10 black,
Yeah.
you do an aim that's gonna be 6 hits.
Right.
So cover strips 2.
Yeah. So now you're down to 4.
Dodge strips 1.
3. I see. 2.
And then you roll save. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, 2. You may probably 3 guys would be like the optimistic.
Yeah. That is
Unless
4 return dice, though.
it is. Is that worth a victory point?
Brian thinks so.
Yeah. Brian's proven me wrong before.
2 crits, 2 hits. Cover stops 2. Only the 2 crits make it, which can't be dodged, right? So
Yeah.
our prediction of 2 wounds could still hold. Why is he rolling reds? What? Is this on Ahsoka? How? Did he barely have Ahsoka? I think he barely had LOS on Ahsoka. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's hoping to charge her with some fleets and maybe finish her off this round.
I
So he's
guess.
trying to soften her up.
I mean, she's
those
definitely
fleets
in
can
charge
charge her.
range. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if that's his plan, that's not crazy.
Right.
But
She's got 2 dodges though, so I mean.
2 dodges, and that didn't do any wounds, did it?
Nope.
She blocked them both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She rolled 3 for whatever reason and blocked all 3.
Huh.
Do they have reliable? Is that the deal? They have independent wait, but they had an order,
Well,
so
yeah, they had an aim.
right, so
think
no
they-
independent surge.
Right.
So
Yeah.
should have just been 2. Oh well.
I mean, she rolled blocks, so.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
yeah. Hard to complain.
I'm gonna step off for just a minute, and I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me on.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
What is next? got the order pull. Core unit from Rayan. They have a suppression. Let's see if they roll it off. They're not going to be doing much even with 2 actions. Really, they need to just come take the place here so sleepers can move out. Do they? Oh, do they have a range 3 shot as is? They do. Yeah, that's not a full. I think they could all see actually. Yep, sure enough. Might as well throw the 4 dice into the sleepers and then move. Two hits. Sleepers should have heavy. Stops 1. And he takes a wound. Then the rebels move. Probably. There's the terrain. The terrain activated, guys. Don't worry. Got a little bit of a fleet problem there. I think yeah. Ramp yourself up on that wall to get a little bit farther because you need your movement template to get you past these guys. Which it might do right there. I'll just take a standby, yeah. That's also an option. I don't know about this clipping into the building thing, but it's TTS. It's a lawless wasteland. Alright. Core unit now from... Oh, is Brian pulling again? Yeah. He drew a core and spent improv and got Lando. Rayan must have passed then. I didn't think there were any passes this turn. Maybe there was. Yeah, here's the guidance. Guidancing the fleets around the corner. Very much forecasting that, hey, we're charging something this round. And Lando should just... What should he do? Take a shot in the sleepers? Yeah, he could have pulled ATRT token as a pass. Just happened too fast for me to see. Alright, Lando shooting the sleepers. Breaking his incognito. Now that only Commander Luke is left that can harm him. 4 dice is a decent pistol, man. 3 cover saves, but Lando is not sharpshooter anymore. Cover stops 1, dodge stops another, and now it's 2 with no pierce. Does 1 wound. Could have been better. Not terrible. Ryan's last pull from the stack is another core that's got nothing left to do, so he's heading towards the middle. could move shoot. Looks like he's going to take the range 3, 5 black shot. Oh, fleets are absolutely going to come around the corner. Like, that's why they got guidanced. The question is, do they go on Ashoka or on the sleeper cell? It's another 5 black into the 3-man sleeper cell. 3 hits through heavy cover. Yep. Cover stops none. And then Brian takes 2 more. Sleeper's not dead. So, I mean, he can still probably reliably control this point. But that unit is pretty sad now. Activating the fleets that just got guidanced. Definitely positioning for the sleepers.
Alright.
We had
I'm back.
we had Lando that got 1 wound on the sleepers. We had Ryan's rebels chipped even further away at Brian's sleeper in the middle. So that's down to 1 man. And Brian is now activating his fleets, charging the sleeper cell on the main side of the table here.
Guessing he decided to leave Ahsoka alone after
Yeah,
not
it
getting any
looks.
wounds or stripping any dodges.
Yep, yep. Looks like it. 20 dice into the 6-man sleeper here. Let's see.
No cover.
Pull that slot machine. Yeah. Uh, 9 total.
That's really good.
Yeah.
With Pierce.
Dodges 1, so there's 8 left. And they die. 1 save is not enough.
Well,
So now,
that probably makes him feel good.
yep. So now Brian's
That,
3-1 on this point. Luke can come in and make it 2-2. Don't know if that's the play. Brian did activate his bus earlier as well and did 1 move and then took a standby. It's ready
so
to.
if
Yeah.
Luke gets fresh, he can run onto the point.
Yeah, I'm not sure why not just move in there. Maybe because he would be pivoting. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know either. I have to admit, I'm not 100% sure Brian will have room to land with the bus.
I don't think so either. It was very tight getting the bus this far, and it's like clipping into the terrain, which. That's whatever. Um, but that
Yeah,
speed
TTS
1
things.
is going to be tough to get around there.
Well, so then if the bus is already gone, is there anything stopping Rayan from tying the middle?
Uh, the standby on the bus.
Right, but if the bus can't really move.
Right. It's a can the bus move scenario. Looks like he's moving Luke into the fleets.
Huh.
Trying to chew on them. I think there's still an unactivated fleet from Brian here, though. Right? This yellow squad? I don't think they've gone.
You know, if they actually have already gone, that would explain why Rayan didn't shoot them earlier.
It would, but Brian has 1 left in the stack, and I don't know what else it could be. This is Commander Luke swinging into the fleets for 2.
Oof. Not what you're hoping for.
Nope. This is definitely going to be a 1 pip response for 16 dice into Luke. I think. Followed by a standby from guidance.
Oh, word. Because well, now has Luke hasn't used his force push, has he?
No, he's doing it right now. It
Oh,
looks like.
oh, he is.
Yep, pushing it.
Ooh.
So they're still in melee, but it
Oh,
looks like there was a spot outside of the POI.
okay. Does that tie up the point or give it to him?
Uh,
He's got
it
Luke
makes it
and
2-2.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, the Ewoks and Lando against Luke and Ahsoka.
I thought the Ewoks moved up and shot. Yeah, no, they're cohered into it.
Oh, the unit leader's back here. You're right.
Yeah. So okay, so he gets that point now.
Right. So it will be 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. See, I will admit though, now I'm extra sad that Cassian has burned that free recover because now you're right, he's vulnerable to that standby play
Yep.
without force push.
Yep.
Because Ahsoka has burned hers too.
That is
Although
correct.
she's not tied up right now, so and she
No,
also
but
has a
she could
problem
have
with force
helped
burn
Luke
cover.
if she had pushed, you
Yeah.
know.
Right. Yeah, I think here, I mean, you probably play Ahsoka 1 pip if you're Rayan, and you just try to murder one of the units of fleets.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're
you
you're
have
doing
to.
1 pip against 1 pip. Wait,
Right.
what? That was the end of the round. I
Yeah,
did
those
not.
fleets must have gone.
He had something in his stack still. Was it a unit that died?
Because there were those rebels that were killed that didn't activate.
Huh.
Those ones that were up by the building.
All right.
Yeah, those ones.
Well said. Going into
Yeah,
round 3.
It would have been really weird for Rain to shoot those fleets that had already activated when they were right next to other unactivated.
Yeah,
fleets.
that's true.
So they
that's
must
true.
have gone. I don't remember what they did.
Yeah, I don't either. So I'm
But
assuming they both got 2 and 1 that round. That they both got their secondary. Brian got the middle 2 points. Ryan got the outer 2 points. So they are 3-3. Gosh,
unfortunately for Rayan, it does seem far more likely to me that Rayan loses that side point than Brian loses the middle. At least for this upcoming round.
Oh yeah.
He's got
Oh yeah.
Rayan's got some chaff that he can kind of start moving that direction since he's got that 1 point completely unlocked, but
Ahsoka and Commander Luke both trying to hold down that point though. I mean,
he's just got to kill one of them.
yeah.
And he's got all those fleets. I mean, even the ones that are so wounded still roll 8 dice. With 2 of them
Right.
being red, and they're all surging like.
Oh, this is. Is this the Lando? Wait. Yeah, this is the Corellian Spike. 2 blanks.
Does that mean he gets to immobilize
4.
people?
Yeah, 4 immobilized tokens.
Oh my word. Who's he immobilizing?
Ahsoka.
They need to be close to Lando. Yeah, okay, Ahsoka. Because she's not in a melee right now, is she?
No.
Does she have burst?
4 mobilized tokens means it doesn't matter.
Oh, you can put them all in the same unit?
I think it has to be, right? Let's see. Choose up to 1 enemy unit. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So double blink is ideal, right? Normally you
Yeah,
get
that is
like
wow.
hits. So
And Ahsoka's not in melee, right?
no, she's
I mean, she
not.
has force push.
She's gonna have to recover, push someone in, and then swing.
Wow. No.
Well, she
Ahsoka
gets the
played
free
card,
recover.
It gives her the
Yeah.
recover, and it gave her free tokens. She
Yeah.
probably just pulls someone in and swings at them. It's probably not that big.
But
She'll
it's
probably pull, swing, and then recover. Just so
yeah.
start it back again.
Her only option is the same one that Luke's in melee with, and Lando did put the standby on, um, on that fleet squad.
Yeah. that doesn't seem like that big a deal though, because now you just go with Ahsoka, you pull them in, you move the standby, and
See,
you
now old
chop a bunch of them
rules,
up.
she would do a recover action and it would trigger their standby, and they would get
She's
to
already
attack
got.
Luke.
She's already. Oh, right, because
No,
it does a free action when she activates.
at the
Is that
start
how it
of
works?
her activation.
Right. You're right. Yeah,
But
it would.
with new standby rules, I think their attack would have to be on Ahsoka, and it can't be because they're not in melee.
Right.
So standby got hard nerfed.
It did. It
But
did. Yeah. My thoughts are very mixed. There were certain mechanics where standby was very oppressive and not fun, but these were not them.
yeah, it was the
Like
game though.
doing
I mean,
standby shenanigans with like
yeah,
melee stuff, like those were not oppressive
it
for
was
me.
like
Sadly.
the one good thing that people could do against Jedi's though.
Yes.
Standby and just
Yep.
wait.
Yep.
All right, we've got a sleeper cell shooting into sleeper cell. Not what Brian wants. 7 hits and a
Nope.
crit converts to 8 and a crit through heavy cover. That's one too many. How many covers blocks do we get? 1.
Ooh.
So that's 8 hits, 8 saves that these 5 sleepers have to make.
Could be a dead sleeper.
I'm pretty sure it's a dead sleeper. Yeah. Wait. Is that the roll? Did he make 5 out of 8? I think he did.
Holy crap!
He did, yeah. Wow.
Get
Oh, wow.
bringing back
Noise,
some
noise.
luck that he
Yeah.
stowed away in the first round.
For real. That's wild.
Who needs to make saves on your bus when you can make saves on your sleeper cell?
That's insane.
Yeah, all surges. Yeah, I will say when sleeper cells roll blocks, it is the most infuriating feeling. That's supposed to be their thing, right?
Is they die?
They're supposed to be fragile if you can hit
Yeah.
without their dodges.
Right. Brian's don't even get the dodges.
Right. That's what I mean. Like it should have been death. Like Rayan did everything you're supposed to.
Yep.
He took a big unit. He shot them when they didn't have their dodges, which Brian's almost never do get them anyway.
We got
Makes me
this
sad.
yellow fleet activating now. What do? Delete something. Either come out here and shoot Ahsoka, or delete that teal rebel squad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was just about to say I kind of favored deleting the teal squad here
How are
because
these
I think you can
sleepers?
very reasonably remove that entire activation.
How are these sleepers getting 3 dodges and an aim? The aim from tactical, I get it. 1 dodge from moving, and 1 from the command card. Where's the third? They don't have like defend or anything.
No.
It's a mystery.
Witchcraft.
Alright, so we got 1 move with the fleets. Won't be far enough to get Ahsoka out of cover because she's dipping into the bus a bit.
You can't charge those guys, can he? He looks a little far for the well. He might be just close enough to charge those rebels.
Oh, he could absolutely charge the rebels. Because this is his cohesion bubble, right? 3 inches away, so just a little bit further.
Yeah, he can get him. But he looks like he's lining up for an
Up
Ahsoka
close and
shot.
personal, they say? Do these guys really have up close and
Oh,
personal?
that
That's No, they do not. They have astromechs. That's it.
I mean, up close and personal would explain it, but
Right.
alas, up close and personal feels a little expensive for them.
Yeah, and a little unnecessary. They're already
Maybe
moving
you
and
could
dodging.
use that as like a replacement for the astromech. It's 2 points cheaper, I guess.
Right, since you're going to be shooting anyways.
Right. I mean, it really would hurt you the first round.
Right.
He's just shooting the rebels.
Yeah, yeah, and it was...
Surprised he didn't charge him to deny cover.
Yep.
Maybe he didn't want him that far out of position.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. But we got 6 total. Cover stopped 3.
Yikes.
Oh, and 2 blocks.
See,
Only 2 die to 20 dice.
that feels bad. I mean, if he had charged them, he wouldn't have had those cover saves.
Right, right.
And it could very possibly be a dead or neutered unit. Yeah, that feels bad. He did have that miraculous save on his sleepers just now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't let him amass any luck. We gotta immediately. We can't let him feel good.
Oh, we got
That's kind of
core.
a big deal because that fleet unit was probably it is his single biggest power on the board right now.
Yep.
And so the fact that it's already gone and it only removed 2 rebel trooper models is kind of a big deal.
I agree.
This is where Rayan could start to gain some ground.
I agree. Where did Lando go? Oh, Lando's up there. Yeah.
Because Rayan, he doesn't really have any suppression mitigation other than Luke's Inspire.
I don't believe so. Yeah.
So that suppression could matter for those rebels.
Yeah. Yeah.
They won't be able to move, so they won't be able to get a dodge.
Ryan's coming into the middle point here now from other side though.
Interesting. Are those more SX-13 rebels?
They are. Yeah.
Interesting.
He's either gonna get onto the point or he's gonna get to shoot though. He's too far for both. Could finish off either sleeper cell. 5 black dice. There's a 1 and a 2 man. He started
like
back here on the corner.
Oh.
So like.
Oh, it looked like he was moving it in a second ago.
Yeah, he was looking at his second move option. But you'll see he's positioned himself to be able to get it next round.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And he's got range. Looks like range 2 to those.
Which, if Ryan's confident he gets both outside ones this turn, then I think that's a fair play. It's not.
Yeah, for sure. Just maintain a tie score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even if you drop down by 1 point, if then you can swing. That's the thing with close the pocket, right? If you can swing the middle, it's a massive.
Right.
Massive tip.
Looks like just.
Who are the scanners on for each?
Is this a split shot? This is a split shot. 1 crit is able to kill the single sleeper. And then he's got 4 black into the 3-man. Oh, wow. And gets all 4. 2 hits and 2 crits.
The bold play pays off.
Oh, no.
That is not what I would do.
Oh, no.
It worked for him, so.
No cover stuff. And he kills them both. Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. 2 units down.
That's a crazy play.
With the cheapest rebel unit in the game. Whew.
That is crazy.
Brian's still got the bus, still got Han Solo. He's still got several units that can move in the middle, but the fact that he just lost 2 units is tragic.
One of them was a sleeper.
2 of them were. Those were both
sleepers.
sleepers.
Both sleepers?
Yep.
Oh gosh, I didn't.
It was the remains of his 2 sleepers.
Did he have a 3rd sleeper somewhere?
No.
No, he only had 2.
Correct. Because he's got the slinger.
This is why commentators always look like idiots, because here we are. just a little bit later, and now Brian's grip on the middle suddenly looks very tenuous
It is,
because
well, it would
he needs
appear
those
that way,
things. Yeah.
but like look at the 3 units he still has that can move in that haven't activated. Like he'll still own the middle this turn. Ryan has nothing left to come take the middle. So
Yeah,
Brian definitely can't still, and the bus still. Like there are four
I'm
units
sure
here for the
Brian
middle.
can. I'm sure he can throw enough bodies to keep the middle this round, but there's not a lot of firepower there now.
No, I think the bus double moves and blocks these guys out though, or tries
Yeah,
to.
I think the terrain is not very friendly to the bus.
No, and it might take 3 moves, but he'll get there next turn. But
Let's
I mean, the
go with.
stuff will just be able to climb over. But I mean, he'll make it painful.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. We'll see what Han can maybe do, but
Right.
no, there's all those dodges. Han kind of sucks in the dodges.
Well, and even all of that said, like Brian needs to do more than just win the middle. He needs to win one of these sides at least once.
Or get more kill points.
Right.
But which right now he's behind.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. There's definitely he's lost some fight. I like. I'm not. I think he'll probably get the middle this round, like we were saying. But yeah, there's a firepower issue because again, that brown fleet moving up and not being able to finish off that Till Rebel squad, that was
Yep.
rough.
I agree.
Now, because now you had to spend those red fleets finishing them off when they would have loved to shoot something else. And yeah, now it looks like Luke's gonna, have at those fleets, kind of potentially neuter their chances to,
Right. Looks like we are seeing the force push.
from Ahsoka.
Yep.
Yep. When I mean, she can take a bite out of him too.
Oh yeah.
When and Ahsoka, this is what I mean, people. What I was saying earlier, I think Ahsoka's really good. Her attacks are very consistent because Jarkai, uh,
Right. You need it pumped up with dodges, but
she gets them so often. She gets
yeah.
one for free every
With an order,
round, and then
if she has an order, right?
yeah, but okay, you're giving her an order. Right.
I mean,
All three of
it
her
is
cards
Rebel's
give her
biggest
orders.
weakness. Is getting orders.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, in fairness, if I'm running Ahsoka in a list, I'm gonna make sure she has orders as much as possible.
Right.
Like, I think the only time she maybe wouldn't have an order is if you have like another operative that's really good that has a 1 pip. But then like you have trusted
The
agent now.
swing Jarkide into 6.
Yep,
Rolled 4.
that's what Jarkai does, man.
They stop 3, take 5 wounds. And Tom, he could not spend the standby after force push because um, after you do a move, you lose your standby. Got a core unit from Brian.
Fun fact: Tom was top 8 in Worlds this year.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Gracing us with his presence in the chat.
Rebels moving and shooting rebels. Here. Just 4-man, taking cover, shooting the one that hasn't activated. 3 hits. Alright. That looks like no cover as well.
Eh, that
Kills
might give
2.
Hans a chance to polish him off, maybe.
Almost. Right, there's still 3 guys left.
Well, and are they the only? Oh no, Cassian's over there.
Oh, so 2 guys left. That's right, because Cassian. Blending in with the same base as them.
That's still interesting though. That Yeah. Wow, man. It'd be interesting if the bus could reach that objective in the back, because that would
Oh,
potentially.
right.
Can Han get there with the
Uh,
wall jump
he,
and a shimmy?
absolutely. Yeah.
That could mess Rayan up if Han gets on that
Speed
point.
one right here and then a move here. Yeah.
Yeah, that could really
If
bug
Ryan only
the.
leaves one guy here, which looks like he's going to make sure he has two,
But Han can just kill those two rebels. Well, no, they're gonna get a dodge now.
they're going to get a dodge and they're going to have heavy cover.
Yeah, I mean, fairness, Han's still a sharpshooter, right?
One, not two. But yeah.
Right, but I mean, light cover.
And only two dice is practically nothing, you're right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the dodge that'll make it.
For sure.
Han's not gonna kill him now. That would have been interesting. But he might still be able to reach it with those yellow rebels there.
Um,
You double move.
that is a bit harder to tell.
I bet he can. That looks
Yeah,
range
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, if like this is the midpoint for that. No, I think you're right. He's got the middle secured already for the round. Yeah, he could definitely go take that side.
Yeah, and just pop a couple wounds into Cassian while you're at it, just as a little fu.
Yeah.
Cassian.
We got some Ewok slingers moving.
First cool gunslinging rebel.
Was who now? What?
Oh no, I was just talking nonsense.
Gotcha.
What Han would say to Cassian if he was trash talking him.
Ah.
He's like, he did the cool bad boy rebel thing first.
He did. He did.
Cassian's great though. Andor's so good.
I hear dice. These are Ewok slingers. Got 5 hits and a crit.
Are they meleeing?
No, because it's black dice.
Luke.
Yeah.
Shooting Luke. Okay.
And Luke blocks all but one.
Ugh.
Dang. Not what Ryan wanted to see. Not what Brian wanted to see.
Right, yeah, he's. We were kind of saying, oh, Brian's got all this stuff that's good at melee. But if he doesn't start to actually put wounds on these Force users soon,
Yeah.
Could be an issue.
Yep.
Could be an issue.
It's a bunch of gambly dice too, with blacks and whites everywhere, and he has not really rolled hot once, except for the one time that got responded in kind.
Right.
What am
How many are left in that squad with Ahsoka? Is it just 3 fleets?
3. That is correct.
She did burn her dodges. For Jarkai, right?
Yes, she did 2. So I don't know what this third one is.
Maybe she took a dodge.
Could be.
Took a dodge and swing, perhaps. If it had been me, I probably would have swung then recovered. So you've got your force push back for the next round, but I can see taking a dodge just to really make sure that you're winning this fight with the fleets. That's pretty important. Help just protect extra against if you whiff the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lando's no help in melee.
Wait, was that? What was just getting activated there? I assumed that was Luke activating. But his order's still up.
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. Alright. Oh, Cassian left the point.
Uh-oh. That seems like a mistake.
Yeah. But now he's got 3 units queuing up for the middle here. Like, Brian can't just give it up entirely. I think you absolutely send yellow over here to to deny the point.
Can Han? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Han taking the point is worth it. I agree. Is Cassian leaving the point?
He's going back and forth. Looks like he wants
I
the
would
long
leave
shot onto
Cassian
the
there.
fleets.
Leaving a two-man rebel squad on the point.
Yeah.
I would not be confident. And Cassian, he's got the sniper. He's
Yeah.
only 90. I mean, it's not like 90 points is cheap, but it's not super expensive.
No.
If he just snipes for the rest of the game and sits on a back point, that's not terrible.
You shoot the 4-man rebels that are on the middle point. Gets all 3. They have heavy cover and dodge. And they just have you cover it all.
Cassian does have sharpshooter.
Oh, they changed him to have sharpshooter. That's right.
But yeah.
Sharpshooter marksman weirdness.
Yeah, I'm still behind. What was the cover? 1 block, 2 surges.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Yep. And then a dodge, and then 1 removed.
yeah, I think you're pretty happy with that for Brian.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what would have been funny to block all 3, but alas.
Brian activating that yellow squad, and it doesn't look like he's running back to that point.
Darn. Darn, that would have been interesting. He should at least try to find a shot on him. If he can kill that activation, at least now Rayan has to send another unit back there.
Right.
Right?
He's not going to get a shot with yellow. Han can get any shot he wants, but... Ooh, template's moving still.
Seems like you should be able to get him in a spot where they can shoot those guys, but still be 1 move away from the middle. That seems pretty doable. If you can kill 1 dude here, Han can finish off the last guy.
I think this terrain is blocking yellow too much from getting quite that.
Think so?
Yeah.
You don't need to be up all the way. You just kind of need to be like in the archway. And that looks like...
I think it's too far because his movement template coming back to the middle is going to be blocked by the terrain. And I'll have to climb.
Right, I'm saying I don't think Brian needs to move up that far.
I'm with you. I'm agreeing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha, yeah.
He's taking the shot.
Yeah.
Got 1 hit.
Got those guys a little bit safer now.
And it gets dodged.
That's not gonna do it. Yeah. Good for Rayan. Bad for Brian.
Yeah. But Cassian doesn't get to share courage. So I think they're panicked.
Oh.
Because these 2 are too far away.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have to remember that. Because that's the kind of thing I would forget. I would think sharing his courage bubble.
Yep.
Right? As a commander, yep. That's a good point. That's probably why Brian did it, though.
Yeah.
Now, can Han... Now, so the issue is, I think he'd be pretty unsafe doing it. But technically, like, it's an option. Han can contest that back point this turn. And I think possibly still be in a position where next turn, if you double move, you can reach the middle.
I think this terrain is too well blocked between them. It's going to force a climb.
Yeah.
Going from one to the other.
You're probably right. But it seems to be...
For chat...
Yeah, he's not even positioning himself for that.
No. For chat, Cassian has Field Commander, but he is an operative. Now I could check if Field Commander has changed, but old Field Commander was no.
Yeah, Field Commander, you don't get to share a courage bubble unless you don't have any commanders.
Yep.
In the list building for you. It's a terrible keyword. It needs to be rewritten because it doesn't make a lot of sense. unfortunately, everything has dodges, so Han doesn't have great targets. But it feels like next round would be a great
Right.
time for a zero pip. Just pop some things before they have a chance to go.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Put a third suppression, kill the dude, and 2 wounds on Cassian, looks like.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Not at all.
And he not only stopped the point, but stole the point. So Brian will be getting 3-1 this turn.
That's a big deal. That buys him some leverage at the end of the game. So now he just.
Oh no. Can Luke? Luke gets to tie the middle.
Has
How
the bus gone yet?
No, that's right. It has not. It just has to touch. And then unless Luke charges and kills these 3 dudes that have a dodge.
And Luke does not have force push.
No, it's tapped.
Yep. Well, we're definitely seeing what you're saying earlier about it being too bad that he burned that Cassian recover.
Oh yeah.
Because if he had that this turn, he and Ahsoka both could have had force push.
Yep.
Just Ahsoka.
Yep.
Yep. That's going to be 40 points he spent on what will possibly be 1 push.
Yeah. Well, it's 40 points each, right? So 80 points and 3 pushes.
Right. Now, in fairness, Ahsoka's in a spot where she probably will have the action economy to recover.
All right.
Which, again, I arguably maybe should have done this round.
Brian needs to save all 3 to... Well, actually, is this lightsaber only pierce 1? It is.
His lightsaber's only pierce 1.
So Brian survives that swing, which means he could win the middle still with the bus. There were 4 hits from Luke, dodged 1, saved 2 to keep him alive.
Dodge is the greatest enemy to lightsabers.
Yeah. And there's the bus inching forward.
Rayan made a good call there. That almost.
Yeah.
That almost, I would say, would have sunk Brian if he had lost the middle. That would have put him in a very tricky position.
But the fact that he is getting this points deficit against Ryan is a very big deal.
Yes, because now, he'll be ahead by 2. That really buys him some time. So that means
we got the 3-man fleet that just got pulled. The one that's in melee with Ahsoka.
Yeah, let's see what they can do. She still has a dodge.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to do but swing.
Yeah. You could try to run somewhere.
Oh, and with Luke having left that's not 3-1. That's 4-0. Because Luke left that side.
What's 4 to... Well, Ahsoka's still on it, right?
Yeah, but you've got Lando and fleets and Ewoks.
Oh, for sure, but I thought you said it was 4-0.
It's going to be 4 victory points to 0. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tom. He wins all 3 points.
Oh, 4 VPs. Oh, right, because he's not winning that side either.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's massive.
Luke staying there is what was going to give him that side.
Oh, right.
He had to stay there and kill or push something, but...
Right, in my head, I was imagining Luke and Ahsoka both as being there and force pushing, but yeah, no. Yeah,
no,
so
that's
4-point
big.
lead. Yeah, I think, definitely Han moving and snagging that point on the edge. That's definitely the right move, because now a 4-point deficit means that he's going to have to... Rayan's going to have to beat him by 2 points twice, so both of the last few rounds. Or he's going to have to do something real miraculous on round 5.
Right. So we're 4-8 total. Oof.
Yeah. Who has the scanners on each side? Because
Bus and the bus and Lando.
Okay.
And then Luke and Ahsoka.
See now, if Ahsoka
They're sorry about the
gets
mess.
crazy and
And last
yeah,
stand. Eh,
yeah. See now, Han's gonna kill that dude, and now you have to send somebody back over to that point
right,
just to tie it. Right? You're not even winning it at that point.
right. So I think Han gets to finish off this guy and put 2 wounds on the sleeper.
Do you do 2 wounds on? So you okay? You probably do 2 wounds on the sleeper, but putting Cassian up on 4 wounds, that's not. Oh, Cassian probably has dodges, huh? What
Uh,
tokens is he getting from his
yeah,
card?
2 dodges. And I just
Okay,
think the
yeah,
sleeper's like removing 4 dice that are assuredly gonna come back to Han.
right. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's definitely play. It's an interesting option to put Cassian on 4 wounds
Yeah,
because that's just he's that's a unit that's closer to being removed, I
right.
guess. That's what I mean. And at this stage, removing units is critical.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he's dodged up, it doesn't. It's pointless. So now, how's he got orders? Does he have C's on Ahsoka or something, or steamed agent
Uh,
somewhere?
so last stand, yeah. Operative. He
Trusted
does have
agent,
C's
whatever
on
his name is.
Ahsoka. That is correct.
Okay, okay, so he's
I
probably just
remember
wearing
seeing
that.
that right there.
I usually have C's on Ahsoka because it's a
That's
rebel,
fair.
so you're taking
We're
50,
trusted agent now
50 care. Yeah, trusted agent is so goaded.
on Lando. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's really good. Yep, you get nice and hidden.
Shooting into heavy cover, but he just needs the one. Both
Yeah, he's
hits.
sharp.
Yeah.
How do they have a dodge? I'm very confused.
Who?
The sleepers.
I don't know. They shouldn't.
Yeah,
But
I
this
think
was
they
into
went
the
the
Rebel
start
here.
of them.
No, they don't have. They didn't get the last stand
Oh,
order, and it doesn't.
they
Oh.
must be Cassians, but he's
No,
got his own
Cassians are
crew.
over here.
Yeah, I'm very confused. So that's the rebel dead, because he didn't roll cover.
Right.
Okay, you guys are probably ahead of me. I forget. I'm always like 2 rolls behind.
No, it looks like it's an active dodge, and I don't understand. So he just spent the dodge and took the wound.
Do they have prepared supplies?
Nope. They only have astromech. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It's a mystery. Brian wouldn't
Mystery.
let it slide though. Slide though. Like I'm sure he's paying
No,
attention.
I successfully cheat against Brian all the time. He doesn't know the rules. How do you think I win any games?
Oh man.
I just tell him things.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That dodge. I don't think he has vigilance, right? Vigilance would
That
be
would do it. Does he have That would explain a lot actually, if he had vigilance. Does he? Because this is the second time in a
no,
row sleepers have started with a dodge. No.
no. He does have inspiring presence on
Yeah.
Cassian, which would
Oh,
have
oh, he
kept
can use his
that point
courage.
from getting. All right, so yeah, that okay. That makes sense. Why Brian only has 7, not 8. Because Brian
Oh.
didn't actually score this side because Cassian's courage got
Well.
used because inspiring presence. Fixing that now.
mm,
Doesn't explain the
That
dodge.
yeah, it doesn't explain the
Oh!
dodge. Oh.
I know. Strike team leader.
Oh.
They're the retinue boys.
Oh, obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's the
It's
reason
all
why they
coming together.
casted.
I swear we
It's
know what we're
all
doing here.
together. Yeah, it was some real
Yeah.
detective work.
Let's see. Some slingers are moving around. What are they doing? Looks like that rebel squad got deleted when we weren't looking.
Which one?
The teal rebels that were back here hanging on to
Yeah,
life.
The red ones moved
The
up
red
and murdered
fleets,
them.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
Good
guess
job,
I just missed
Ryan.
it. I don't know.
Did it with my amazing game watching skills.
I know, David. I'm so embarrassed. Don't fire us. You swear. We'll do better.
So what do we got? These the Ewoks.
Yeah.
Is shooting Soka.
I would think, but I'm not
And she
sure.
has one wound, it looks like. I
She
sort of missed
does.
what
Yeah.
the fleets did last round. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but has she activated? Oh, she killed the fleets that were with her? Is that what happened? I didn't pay enough
Yes.
attention.
Yes. Because
Okay.
there's only 2 fleets left. Man, this,
And it looks like Cassian's going
sure.
now. He's just short of the middle. That's rough. Because now he doesn't get to attack. Okay, he's coming back the other way. I mean, you got to send somebody back there, so you might as well send Cass, since he can't reach the back. Or it can't reach the middle,
Right.
I mean. Looks like he can maybe polish off those, or at least impede those yellow rebels. Not
Yeah,
sure.
he won't be able to kill them, I don't think. He'd have to get lucky.
Well, I think he's only got 3 dice. There's 4 models.
Oh, is it? I thought it was 4 dice.
Maybe on his gun that doesn't have Pierce, but
That's right.
he
His
uses
normal
Pierce.
gun is 2 black, 2 white.
But yeah, there's
Pierce
no
gun
reason
is
not
only
to
3.
use the 2 red. Yeah. I
Unless
don't.
you're
Yeah,
feeling wild.
right. Unless situation you have to clear 4 models to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the situation. 4 B1s.
Yeah.
You know, tactical marksman.
I
4
mean,
B1s is not.
yeah.
That's not crazy.
You do what you gotta do. Alright. That's all I know. Let me tally up the total units on both sides here, because I think I'm probably off. We have Cassian and 2
Yeah.
rebels. We have Luke and Ahsoka. Is that it?
Sleepers.
Well, yeah, that's one of the 2 rebels here. So
Oh,
Cassian, rebel, sleeper. Luke, Ahsoka?
is that it? Has he got 5 units?
I mean, I'm
Yeah, I guess
looking.
because those 2 rebels that died last round
Yeah.
and this round. Yeah, okay.
Okay, and Brian has Ewok Lando, 2 fleets, bus,
Bus.
and 1 model rebel. Um, 6, and
Cron and yellow
7,
rebels.
8. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. He's got a few units that are hanging on for dear life.
Right. But a
But
unit's a unit. That's a
yep. Units
when
units.
Ryan's only got 5 attacks per round now. Like each attack
Right.
matters a lot.
Well, and those rebels, those single model rebels can be pesky because of,
The
you know,
dodge, agile
right.
dodge.
It's
Yeah.
like you actually need to commit at least a moderate amount of firepower just to finish off
Hmm.
that one model.
Like Luke's gonna kill it. Like let's be real. This one guy right
Right.
here. But Luke's not gonna kill
Right.
the bus.
Right. Well, that's a big attack. I mean, quote unquote big attack. It's this, one of the biggest attacks he has on a single model.
Yep. Yep.
Right. So
I think
he's
Brian's
probably
got
got
this. Yeah.
yeah, he's in a. It looked a little tricky there when we thought Commander Luke was in 2 places at once.
Yeah.
that would have helped Rayan a bit. But yeah, Brian's just got more units. Definitely
Uh,
Han.
yeah, I don't know if Luke's gonna get charged there, Tom. Like he absolutely can, probably should get charged by these fleets. Just to, I don't think Lando and the Ewoks really need help against Ahsoka. She's already gone for the round, only has 1 attack left. Not likely she kills either of them.
Well, I will say it is something you don't want to give Ahsoka the possibility of killing Lando because he's holding the scanner.
That's true. That's true. Well,
And
that's why
that
he's
that
wrapping
can be a
her in with
huge.
Ewoks. You know, she's gonna
Yeah,
have to force push to get through to him.
and has she? I mean, I don't know whether or not she's recovered her force push, but she
She
doesn't have any
is
more free recovers.
not, and I don't think she could recover charge into Lando. It would be
No, I mean,
close.
if she's already recovered her push, right, then clearly she could,
He doesn't have it untapped, at least.
I thought
He
his
has.
cards were deleted.
Well, he's got those cards back,
Oh,
and it
gotcha.
is both force pushes show that they're tapped.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think he's had the action economy with Ahsoka where he
Yeah.
should have been recovering, in my opinion.
I think we just had
Because the
a
force push
decent
is
attack
important.
that we missed. 4 or 5
Okay.
hits into Ahsoka, and she took 2 wounds
Ooh, yeah, that's a big deal.
and deflected 1 wound back. So she's half health.
Yep, that's a big deal. Because that's like where it could go wrong for Brian, and that would maybe be Rayan's out, is if something crazy happens and Ahsoka somehow kills Lando and like contests his scanner. Like that's like
Right.
the
For sure.
scenario where he maybe comes out of this.
Or if he does it to the bus here, you know, he's got
Right.
a
Yeah.
shot that he might take into the bus,
Well,
but it
it's
looks
really
like he's
close. And
gearing to take it into the yellow.
I think, does Rain have both his one pips still?
Uh, looks like it. Yeah.
So I mean, a Son of Skywalker or an Ahsoka charge into the butt of the bus, that could kill it.
That would put them off of the point though, because the butt of the bus is so far away.
But if you kill the bus and contest the scanner, that's a 3-point swing.
Uh, yeah. Does
I mean,
the scanner
there's a
happen
lot of
in the
factors,
middle of the
right?
round though? Like, can't he get
Happens at
his
the end.
score?
I mean,
Oh, it's the end.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about like theoreticals here,
Right.
right? There'd have to be other things that would have to happen too for this to
Right.
be a valid strategy, but that's just a thing that can happen, right? Um,
Yellow fleets have not gone yet, Tom. This is this is got to be. Oh, this is into the rebels here.
yeah,
We got 4 hits,
pick off units where you can.
some cover saves, 3 wounds. If he could see all 3, and I don't think he gets to see this final dude. Seems pretty clear to me that the leader is out of LOS.
Yeah,
You have to go like
yeah, that
that far.
that guy behind the leader could be visible, maybe.
Yep. At
Yeah,
command.
I think Rand's
Rayan needs to get the secondary bonus points for sure.
yeah, that's starting to seem like it is a necessity.
I think Lando could guidance the yellow fleets too, though. Just get them an aim or something for their attack into Luke or whatever else they want to do. Maybe they want to go delete that sleeper cell.
Yeah, guidance in a name seems decent. Also, guidance the red fleets
Oh,
to get them.
he's charging Ahsoka with it. Going for the safe. If Brian just maintains status quo here, even like
Right.
keeps the outside 2 or keeps Ryan from gaining too much, then he wins the game with that three
Oh yeah.
point lead. So
Right. Right. Well, and if he can actually drop Ahsoka's scanner here,
then he gets
uh,
the bonus. And yeah,
right? I
Lando
don't.
is not gone yet. He could come contest if she dies.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, that's like literally game, right?
Yeah.
If he contests it, I mean, it seems almost mathematically impossible.
Well,
to
he could
catch
just hit
if he
12
can
points
catch the
this
scanner.
round if he
Right.
does.
Yeah. No, there's
3 points from secondary plus 2 more elsewhere. That's
right.
10 hits into Ahsoka.
Well, and the point from Brian's own scanners, he still gets.
Right, that's the 3 from secondary. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Gotcha.
10 hits into Ahsoka. Spent a dodge, surge block, takes 3 wounds and dies.
That's a big deal.
Good night, folks.
Yeah, that's.
This was a good stream. It was good chatting with you, but I think it's over.
Yeah, I would expect Rayan to probably finish the round and then concede if Brian doesn't hit 12 points.
Right, I think
He probably
Brian
probably
just
doesn't
has
even
to
finish.
find 2 points on the primary.
Yep. He'll get that one.
Yeah, I don't think this
And
rebel
then
makes it to the side here because of the suppression.
yeah,
Brian might not find 2 points on primary this round.
he might not, but can Lando? He can't like guidance the fleets anywhere or anything interesting.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Are Han and Cassian tying that 1 point on the side? Is that what's
They
going
are
on?
currently, yeah. They've both activated.
Let's see. Is Rand gonna win the middle here? It looks like Rand's gonna
I
win the
think
middle.
so. He's got the rebel and Luke there against one
Just the
man
bus.
rebel and bus. He's bringing the
Yeah.
fleets there too. That I don't think is necessary, but there you go. Yeah, move him off to the side and get that point. Rayan could get 3-1 on primaries this round.
Yeah.
3-1 on primaries would put it 8-7. Brian would get 3 on secondaries, making it 11-7.
11-7. Yeah, I mean.
Which
Yeah,
then again, Brian only needs to score like within 4 points of Rayan.
right.
Rayan has a
Yeah,
big
it
hill to
seems
climb.
very.
Even if he
Yeah.
wins all of the points, like if Brian gets his secondary, then he's safe.
Right. Well, and Ashoka's. Well, and Rand's. Right, yeah.
And he's
Getting
gonna keep.
secondary.
Yeah, so if Brian maintains this side that he is now dominating and keeps his secondary, he wins.
Yeah, I don't even see a way to. He just needs to do one or the other.
I
Right?
think he
It's
needs
like.
to do both. Otherwise,
Well,
they
he
get
needs to.
tied 12-12, and it goes to kill points. Which, yeah, I guess he would win
Well, there's
probably.
also there's Brian getting his own secondary, and there's Rayan not getting his secondary. It's like if Brian does, I guess, two of those three, right? Stop Rain from getting his secondary. Brian scores his secondary, or Brian scores the.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if Ryan only
If he
gets
does
up to
two of the
7,
three,
then he only has 4 points accessible to him if he doesn't have secondary.
right?
Yeah,
Well, and that token's going to be so far away,
he's not getting the secondary. That's for sure.
right? Yeah, it seems
Luke would
seems
have to
almost unwinnable.
have a force push or disengage to get to it.
But Luke has to stay on the
Yep.
middle, or did this
No, Luke has to
right?
do too much.
Yeah, and this is an operative Luke here.
Mm-mm.
This is baby Luke. He can't do much.
Baby Luke,
He
Private
has to
Luke,
kill.
not this is I don't know. This is Commander. This is Private. This is Corporal Luke.
I guess operative Luke wasn't really commanding anyone, right? He was
No, but he's
watching
like
his
a warrant
plane.
officer. He's badass. He knows stuff. Does what he wants. Isn't stopped by anyone.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think. At the top of Empire Strikes Back, Luke is he some kind of a squad leader or something?
Oh, dude, that's like deep knowledge of Star Wars. I'm pretty surface level. knowledge. I don't remember seeing him in any kind of commander status outside of like squad leader when he's flying.
Right.
And I don't even remember then if he was.
He's not in the. He's not any kind of a leader in New Hope. Obviously, he's like a fresh recruit.
Right.
Someone tell us. Is Luca?
The important stuff here.
Yeah, yeah. Is he in any kind of a leadership position in Empire Strikes Back?
Was this rebel rolled off one surge? Has one action. He's just running towards the middle. Doesn't have much to do. Could tie those guys up in melee.
But that useful.
No. Oh, I don't think he actually can tie it up in melee with one move. Because he went too far into that archway, you know. But granted, we were criticizing him going that far into the archway, and it's what
It
kept that
saved
squad
him.
alive.
That's true.
Damn it, we were
Look at
wrong.
us. Look at us wrongfully critiquing
Dang,
the
so
bear.
bad at this game.
Yeah. What else is new? What? We're good at this game. We wouldn't be streaming if we were good.
Right. I
So
think.
I will say we sort of wrote Rain off a little bit. There is a world where he kills that bus somehow.
I don't see it. It would take Son of Skywalker.
Well, he still got Son of Skywalker.
Yeah. But it's also only 10 dice with this Luke. And
He's
Pierce,
also still
only
got.
Pierce 1.
It's not the
And
only
the
stream
bus is
there,
running.
though.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, Brian. See, Brian's thinking about it. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you a chance to contest.
Yeah. He's
Yep.
already not winning that point. He doesn't need to hold it.
Right. And he doesn't need the points. Yep. It might have technically been an illegal move because it looked like he was off the board a little bit. But
Yeah, he's still
we'll,
fidgeting with
we'll let
it.
it slide this time, Mr. Bear. Yeah, no, he's doing the smart thing. He sees that's like Rand's only. That's his only out.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a few minutes behind on the or not a few minutes, a few seconds behind on the feed here, but it looks like now he's going not the way I would go.
I think the bus can get to either point next round if it wants to.
Yeah. Oh, and he's outside of a Luke charge now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Same.
Ooh, David
Not that
heard
Brian
you.
cares
You're in
as
trouble.
What did he say?
David thought you were talking about him with those who can't play stream.
You can watch ad-free,
Yeah.
offline, and in the background. But you already.
Well, you're playing in LVO this year.
So
there you go.
Yeah, I did play. Oh, he's
so
playing.
I was saying that to Dave, yeah. But
There you go.
Are you playing in LVO also?
I have no idea. I haven't decided. It's more of a money issue than anything. If I have to play in the qualifier, I'll do it again. I'm not too worried about that.
I would love to play, but I don't know if with work, I don't know if that will work out.
I'd rather try and get to one of these other tournaments that are coming up, like Crucible, Lone Star. There's one up northeast, I think, like this month. But I don't know that those are going to happen either. Money
yeah,
is
those
tight.
are all far away from me. Vegas is actually quite close. It's just kind of a drive.
Where are
like
you?
3 or 4 hours. I'm in Salt Lake City.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of recently.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I just moved there.
Oh, they're calling it.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I think moving that bus out of charge range is pretty much it. So.
Yeah, let's see if we could see quick wrap up here. He definitely got that point. Yeah, I guess we could hop in their chat. All right, all right. Twist my arm. We're hopping into chat. They're in the TLD.
All right, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Bushman?
How's it going,
Hey.
boys?
It's going. We got Tom coming in here in a second too,
Oh, sweet.
if he
I mean,
can
I hate
find
that
it.
guy.
Hey, hey. I mean, get it out before he comes in, you know.
We were talking about what I did wrong in
Okay,
the game.
okay. Let's hear it.
So,
I was just saying he needed. Are you still streaming, Bushman?
I am. Yep.
great.
Yeah. So I was saying that he needed Ahsoka and Luke over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that forces this bus here, which has my secondary
Uh-huh.
to come into the center, and he wants to kill my bus, the secondary, to be able to get that.
That was the last
Able
out
to get
he
that.
had, yeah.
Hello,
To
Tom.
try and come
Yeah.
back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and so that's what I would have done. I would have had I would have had the force pushes on the center. I wouldn't have worried about this side at all. I would have come over here into the center. The center is where you get the 2 points, and it's where he could have attacked, just and forced do what I did over here. Score that surface scan objective.
yeah,
Against
that
my
surface
bus.
scan was kind of
Both-
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ahsoka coming into the back end of the bus with her one pip is just killer.
Yes.
Well,
Can't really do
unless he
anything to
did
stop it.
Ryan, do you have Ahsoka's one pip, or did you play Cat? Do you have Cassian's?
I do. I have
You have
There it
Ahsoka's.
is.
Okay, good.
Pip ones.
Yeah, yeah.
There it
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
is.
just
should.
didn't have
Yeah.
the time to use them.
I mean,
Yeah.
Corellian Spike double blank, like that was
That
just
was rough.
that was wild.
That was-
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
the heck?
I only needed 2 hits, which is, I
Sure,
mean, on
sure,
average,
but you
two
had to
hits
get the double
is good.
blank, right?
Yeah.
You
Did
just-
did Ahsoka have burst?
Yeah, she had.
Sorry.
Ahsoka does not have burst.
Oh, I thought she
She
No,
did.
she
doesn't
does.
have.
Oh, no burst.
She has first push and
Reflex.
first reflexes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. So all I needed was
that's how
2
she was
hits.
getting some of her dodges. We were
The
wondering where her
reflex.
dodges were coming from. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the reflexes. Yeah.
I forgot about
And
Strike
my-
Team Leader for a while, so that was
Yeah,
that
That
mystery
was
Yeah.
the other
dodge.
one we were puzzled over.
Yeah, it's because the table deleted my stuff and I don't.
Ah.
It's TTS.
Yeah.
TTS doing TTS stuff.
No, it's all
It just
right. It's all
deleted
right.
my stuff.
I hope
So-
so I kind of, with positioning here, round 1, I kind of put on a little bit of a clinic on how to deploy your guys. I hope you guys respected that. You
What
see
was the clinic? Because all I saw was your bus dying like right away.
Yeah, yeah,
Was that the lesson?
that was I'd fully planned on that, but I left so
Ah,
I had
okay.
here,
Uh-huh.
and I cohered to where I had one hole right here.
Uh huh.
My next fleet could go, and I cohered the next one where I could have one fleet right here. So I had fleet.
So you had the
like, right
unit
here, and
leaders
then I
like where you wanted them, and you
Yeah.
utilized
Yeah,
the
and then and the
6-inch cohesion.
and their units. Yeah, but I also I left those spots open with my sleeper cell, which were like right here and then like right here as well,
Okay.
right? And so it was you should go. It was I was very careful, and it was
Alright.
it paid off. I knew that bus was gonna die round 1, and I
Yeah.
just needed it to live long enough to where I could get my guys in the right position, and it worked. So
Nice.
What I'm hearing is that you very luckily and accidentally had enough spots to put your guys in, and you're trying to act like you did something smart. It's okay. It's
He's
okay,
trying.
Brian.
He's trying. He's trying.
honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't. After that turn 1, I was like, I could lose the game. I'm super happy with how this went. It was so good. It felt so good. Like I did it perfect. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do.
Now Ryan neutralized that reckless diversion pretty well. I thought that was good with the force push on the slingers to send them back,
Yeah.
It was
and
great. Yeah,
with
That-
all
that
the
was the
range
only
too.
it was
That was the only thing that
for
I
sure.
could do to maybe be able to do some damage here.
Right.
but I had to sacrifice
Yeah.
all my damage on that turn because of that.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah, and so that's the best part is that
it it
you have to
works.
spend time to stopping the Ewoks, and then when you do that, Fleecer's like, we'll come up here and delete this thing, and then we'll come up here and delete that thing,
Yep.
delete
Yep.
that thing.
Yep.
It's just like okay,
That's
yeah,
the
Man.
magic
uh,
of the big squads.
Yeah, they were not rolling. They were rolling kind of average, right? Like 8 to.
Yeah.
I think
they
you
weren't
did peak at
super hot.
11 at one point,
Yeah,
but they weren't
yeah.
It was
crazy
double
hot.
teamed.
Also, this cohesion here was really
Yes,
important.
we did
I,
make note of the
uh,
Lando protection bubble.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Because I
being
wanted.
able to do that with super squads is
Mhm.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because otherwise
And
he'd
I
get to score your recon by just chopping Lando in half, or the
Exactly, yeah,
scanner, the token, whatever, secondary,
yeah. But the fact that you could cover the entire group of 3 fleets next to Ahsoka
and
and
have
still do that
leftover.
with Lando was like ridiculous.
It is.
So his
It
Luke
is.
was stuck. He's like, okay, I can recover and then charge. Now I have to charge these stupid Ewoks, and I
Right.
can't even push them off because they're where the unit leader was.
So like,
And so
I
it was,
mean, if
that
he
was,
had
that was
more
a
force
big deal.
pushes, more force push actions, he could have neutralized a lot of that stuff, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
if the Cassian 3 pip came out after, like a turn later, to get the free
Yeah.
recover.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Maybe I don't know. He got lucky with the Ewoks lingers.
with the pole, the Ewok
Yeah.
pole. Yeah, that was
Yeah, he got
that was
very
pretty
lucky.
lucky.
Ugh. But
Man.
yeah, if I still had another free recover action.
right,
Yeah.
right. Well, just it's 80
Yeah.
points you spent on force pushes, right? Like trying to get that to happen as often as you can.
Yeah, and I can make it happen.
Yeah,
Ever
yeah,
since
Yeah,
you saw the other match and this match.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can use foot push
yeah.
every turn with this guy.
You do get several. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now,
yeah, yeah.
when you were Rayan, when you first chopped up that big group of fleets that was in with Ahsoka, you force pushed them in, and then you attacked them for a bunch of damage. What was your second action there? It was the turn where she was immobilized.
Recover.
It
Recover.
was
Okay.
recover. Okay, so you
Yeah.
did have push online.
Yeah, I was planning on maybe she surviving and then I could do more stuff here, but
Mm,
she died.
she did.
Yeah.
Those.
I recovered here. I attacked. I used first reflexes. Then I attacked. Then I recovered. So first push, reflex, attack, recover.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's
You,
what
you
I
did a really good job, Rayan, because you did. I think you did a good job of like floating her out there. I know that it put her in danger, but honestly, like it made me have some decisions. I was like, do I really want to go into her yet? I don't. I knew I could get her by the end of the game, but I was like, I gotta thin this
Yeah, you
spot
have
out.
to kill the guys here.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I think if I go after her earlier, I think these guys just win the game.
Yes.
And so I feel like I had to go after those little guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
those shotgun rebels were putting in some work there.
Yeah.
Man, they were hitting hard.
Hmm.
They're only 53 points. Those little guys.
I know, they're great.
They're good. They're really good.
Yeah.
And if
And
you
the-
use impact grenades, I always have impact 5 ready.
Yes.
And that's what
Yeah.
I did.
Another
Five.
reason why the bus ran there. It's like, I don't
Yeah,
need any part
Exactly.
of this.
Yeah.
I have
Yep.
enough impact here to deal with him. I have
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have Son of
if I-
Skywalker and them
Yeah.
to deal
Yeah.
with that.
The reason why I moved here in particular is I was
You could
outside
reach
of
either
charge
point.
range, and I could reach either point now.
Yeah.
And so it's just like if I kept the bus here within charge range of Luke, there is a possibility that Rayan wins the game
Yeah.
Yes.
by taking 3.
I would be
and
able
then-
to recover.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And so that's why the bus was like, all right, deuces, I'm out.
Yeah. No, it was a
Yeah.
good call. Good call.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
we
that
were
was
as-
a good game to watch.
Thank you for streaming.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry for the bugs. TTS.
Oh, I mean that didn't affect me at all, so it was fine.
Yeah. And I want to see the next match. Next match of Brian, he has to play against
Yeah.
APOC. And
Oh yeah.
he has to face 3 force barriers.
Ooh.
Force barriers.
running?
Doesn't work in melee.
Doesn't work in
Force
melee.
barriers
Yeah.
are fantastic
Yeah.
unless you're in melee.
I really want to see that match. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But what are his 3 force barriers?
It's Anakin,
Ahsoka, Anakin, and
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Obi. Jeez.
Oh my! I hope he's
Yeah.
got some good
Yeah.
stuff that he's barrier.
And Guardian 6 on 1 turn. So yeah.
You know what? You know what though? Barriers. You know, barriers make feel real sad. Han feels really sad against barriers.
He feels
So,
super
I'm
sad.
gonna have to,
It does. It does.
so I'm gonna have
What's
to
cool,
be very
though-
careful on how I use Han.
Yeah.
What's cool though is that you can burn all the barriers with a single sleeper attack and then still have damage left over.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
can.
I don't. That is
Yeah.
the cool part.
This list
No.
has enough firepower to deal with anything in the game.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's so much dice.
Yeah.
It's just so many dice.
On my
I,
first Invader League of the 2.6, I used 4 big fleet units too.
Oh yeah.
And
Nice.
and it was before the Commander Luke nerfs. So I
Oh,
still
man.
had his Pip 1, his Pip 1.
Oh,
still
serve, man,
move,
serve with
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could still move and charge with
Mhm.
the serve, so
Before they nerf charge and relentless and
yeah,
steady.
before they
Wow.
nerfed me. They nerfed me.
Yeah.
It was very fun, man. It was very fun. It was very, it was so broken. They just moved on ahead and they wept the table. They swept the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And-
nice.
The at Indie Open, I won a prize for missing the most amount of attack dice in one attack roll. Because I was I was running these fleets and I got one where I rolled 20 dice and I only hit 5 and I was like, sweet, I missed 15 dice and everyone else was like looking at the chart like they're all trying to track it and they're like 15. What's a crime? How do you miss 15?
You missed it.
Only
That's
fleets.
funny.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
That
everyone else
achievement
like,
was built
five
for
and
fleets.
6. Yeah. Yeah, it was the best.
That's awesome.
Guys, now I have to go.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
that's
Thank you for the
that's
match,
all right.
Brian.
Yeah, great game, Ryan. Have a good one, man.
Thanks
Thank
for letting us stream you. It was fun to
Yeah.
watch you. You did well.
Thank you. Bye bye, guys.
all right. Catch you guys later.
All right, we'll see you.
Yeah.